na Peter Obi. It's not about power for Peter Obi. So me, I go give my vote to Peter Obi. Man will get vision, Peter Obi. Future of Niger can be fixed with Obi. It's not about power for Peter Obi. I say Peter Obi. Peter Obi.
Assalamu alaikum maza da yamma ta ku saurare ni mata saduka cikin kasar Naija. Idan muna so cin gaba da gaskiya mai aminci da zuciyar zinariya da adalci, daga hannun mu dan na mafita Obi da tabbatacciya hanyar sa shine zamu bi. To gafara mai yaki mijin goro, Peter Obi ne muke so iya wanza ki zo mota.
Me I go give my vote to Peter Obi. Man will get vision, Peter Obi. Future of Niger can be fixed with Obi. Na Peter Obi. Na Peter Obi. It's not about power for Peter Obi.
Unfortunately, the Nigerian state they don't know anything, they don't learn. Okay. When the Second World War ended, America took all the German scientists who were producing all those deadly weapons for Hitler, okay, and took them to America. They now laid the foundation for America military might.
Okay.
You can see now.
So, okay, it's easy to understand all of that. Now, Barrister, let's come back to the battle royale between the PDP governors and Wike camp. Who do you think would blink first? Because at first, Wike said that the convention hadn't been scheduled. Now they are given conditions. Conditions like, okay, like we listed out. Does it look like they have lost grip? Negotiating from a position of weakness and looking for accommodation. At a point, Wike said, look, the National Executive Committee of the party I'm a member, has never met, and we didn't discuss it, but a convention and all of that. Now he has made a recant with his group, and they are saying, okay, let the convention hold on condition that this and this and that. Does it look like they have lost grip?
Mr. Okoro, let me advise you now.
Barrister, before you have your take, please, let's take a call. We have an incoming call. Good evening, and thanks for calling in. Your name and where you are calling from?
Good evening, sir. It's a wonderful time calling. My name is Aina, calling from the US.
Thank you, Aina. Go ahead. 1 minute.
Now, please, I want your barrister. I will say I will partially agree with him that Igbo, but that Igbo man has the greatest problem with Igbos are the Igbos themselves. Now, what was the problem of Peter Obi? Peter Obi problem was still from his fellow brothers, the Southeasterners. Even till today, and the Anambra governor Soludo is still against him, which is even his brother. So the greatest problem of the Igbo man is the Igbo man. So please, I will say the Igbo man is relatively impossible for us to unite for a cause, and that is why other regions and other political regions are exploiting us, knowing our weakness, money, greed, etc. So thank you very much.
All right, thanks very much, Emina. Thanks for calling. We appreciate your call.
You see, what he said, look, there is no environment where everybody will support you in whatever you are doing.
Okay.
Even in the Southeast here, some people are against Tinubu, true or false?
Very correct.
In the North now, are you not seeing what is going on? Are they not quarreling? Those things are just minor issues. We are talking of core issues like a conspiracy against a particular tribe. That is what we are talking about here. Why is it that whenever it comes to it is people from the north and the southwest that will kick against it? It will not be this. It will not be this. You saw what Buhari did when he was in office. Was it the Igbo that told Buhari not to recognize the Igbos and give them appointment, Mr. Okoro? Is there anybody Buhari gave appointment and he said, no, don't give him, or we don't want him? Is there anybody? In the southwest now, is there any southeasterner that Tinubu gave appointment and the Igbo said, no, don't give him, or he does not deserve it? Is there any? So these are the issues we are talking about. Not when people are, scheming for a political position, you say that they don't agree. Who told you that? Okay, if you don't, why are we supporting Obi? Why is it that if you bring 10 people today now and say, look, who do you trust or who do you like in this political dispute? Look, almost 10 of them will say it is Obi. I mean from the southeast. That Obi is having a minor this thing with his governor, Soludo. That one is minor. Didn't he win Anambra in the last election? Mr. Okoro, okay. Didn't Peter Obi win Anambra in the last election in 2023? Did he not? Was Soludo not in office that time?
All right.
So this thing that people are saying that is a lie.
Okay, Barrister, let's come back to the meat of the discussion, which is who blinks first between Wike and the governor's group.
Good. Mr. Okoro, let me advise you.
Advise me?
Yes.
Am I an actor?
No, let me advise you before I go into this matter.
Okay.
Never you in life, be a weak man in any environment, in any situation you find yourself. Because the moment you demonstrate that attitude of weakness in the name of civility, you are educated, you don't want problem. A small rat, a riffraff will rubbish you. Whenever anybody who claims to have two heads discover that there is weakness somewhere, he will lash on it. Are you getting what I'm saying? Let me tell you the problem, the history of a PDP. In the days of you, when PDP was PDP, who's the Wike? Wike cannot even open his mouth and talk. When the Obasanjo, the Tony Aninis, and the likes are in PDP, it was so strong that. Okay.
All right, but one second, sir. Hold on to your line of thought. Let's take another call. Good evening, and thanks for calling in. Your name and where you are calling from.
Good evening, sir. My name is KSO. I'm calling from the United Kingdom.
Beautiful. Good evening. 1 minute, sir. Go ahead. Sir.
Yeah.
I want to react to our amiable barrister Darlington's conclusion about what the last caller just said.
Okay.
I want to agree with him. You see, what I don't want the Igbos to do is to subject their political freedom and their Republican way of living for mere political gains that will not advance their economic or political leadership progress. So to Barrister Darlington, you are actually very, very correct. You see, when people say the Igbo man, the Peter Obi's problem is the Igbo man is Igbo, the enemy of Igbo man is Igbo man. I don't succumb to that. I don't agree with that.
Yes.
The reason why I don't agree with that is this. You have people with differing opinion, differing interests. People will pursue their interests. What has helped the Igbo man is his Republican nature.
Okay.
And that has helped them. But that doesn't mean that at some point they cannot arrive at consensus to push for a political, to put for any agenda that will advance their economic progress. Economic progress.
All right.
Economic progress.
Okay.
That is very, very key.
All right, and thank you very much. We appreciate
to continue with their nature, and God will continue to bless them. One day they will get there.
Exactly. Thank you very much. I appreciate your time.
Exactly, Mr. Okoro. Exactly. Yes, because these Igbo people that they have been given appointment to use them against us. What happened? Did we kick against Dave Umahi's appointment as witness of works? When they want to use people who are not truly Igbos or who don't have the Igbo blood in them and all that, they will now use them against, and you now say the Igbos are fighting themselves. You can see. Okay. They will choose those who don't have the patriotic zeal of the Igbo man. They will use them against us, and you say that the Igbos are fighting themselves. Okay, like Wopus or the Manko, all those people. If they are truly Igbo, will they be doing what they are doing in their states?
No, Barrister, if they are truly Igbos, what do you mean by that?
No, they are not. They may be answering Igbo name. They are not. Seriously, your action speaks louder than your words.
Okay.
How can an Igbo man sell part of his state to people who will come and destroy that place?
Is it not better to say that they don't have the interest of the Igbo?
They don't. That is
rather than saying that they are truly Igbo.
Exactly. That is why this central government love them.
Okay.
And they are using them against us.
Okay, we prefer to use the word that they don't have the interest of the Igbo man at heart instead of saying that they are not truly Igbo.
No, they are not.
Barrister, let's come back to the topic of discussion. Who blinks first?
Like I was telling you, in the days of PDP, these things cannot happen. Wike have taken advantage of the weaknesses of PDP, that nobody is there again. I am telling you, if we have a very good and strong personalities in PDP, and Wike cannot be doing what he's doing.
Now he's doing all of this
because nobody is there.
Now the governors have called his bluff and said, enough of this. We are not cowards. We are not we wouldn't allow someone, an individual, a group of people, to torpedo the process, the peace process, the party that we are building and all of that. So at this point, like I said, Wike at a point said, well, I'm not aware of any convention, but now he says, well, the convention can hold. Is it being weakened by
everyone? On the case of Abike Dabiri, I just think whenever you think she can't go lower, she actually finds a way to dig in and go. Hello, everyone. On the case of Abike Dabiri, I just think whenever you think she can't go lower, she actually finds a way to dig in and go extremely lower than anything that you're thinking about. And we have here, Abike Dabiri Erewa shares post calling Igbos monkeys. So in a way that I would say, I'm just trying to, let me put it this way. I'm trying to mind my words. I'm just trying to let it not be that, oh, maybe you have something against her or something. I'm just trying to think about it in the terms that sometimes you probably would repost a message without thinking about it. Maybe you just saw something and you just went on and do it. But when your attention is called to, you come back and redo it or one thing or the other. Those things can actually happen. But in the case of Abike Dabiri, I don't think that's some of the things that happen, because Abike Dabiri has consistently shown these traits in the way she has tweeted, in the way she had said something, especially when it comes to bias against Igbo people. You will see Abike Dabiri has made such things. We've seen situations whereby she has tweeted about, is it one time some criminals or drug pushers from a particular country that, is it 60% of them or 100 or something percent of them are from one southeastern state? In the messaging she has done, in the way she has done it, she has always portrayed this. And the latest one is this. I mean, how is this thing that someone has written funny to you in any way? So this one is not even you. She's not even reposting. She put laughing emojis on this particular tweet. But before I go on, let me take on People's Gazette, what they say. Abike Dabiri Erewa, chairman of the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, NIDCOM, on Wednesday amplified a derogatory expose that referred to Igbos, Nigerian citizens of Southeast extraction, as monkeys and gorillas. And you can imagine that someone who happens to be elected into a position paid by taxpayers' money would do such a thing. Beyond that also is to imagine that someone who is human, who is supposed to have their faculties of thinking, would actually do something like this, to the extent where fellow human beings like you from the same country are being, with the same color and everything, are being referred to as monkeys and gorillas. And that was okay for you to put your laughing emojis on top and quote that particular tweet. You didn't find that tweet offensive? Look, it doesn't matter. Even if you and somebody are fighting, as in this person is my enemy, we are sworn enemies, we're fighting, there are certain lines that must never be crossed. So you're calling Igbos as monkeys and gorillas. And how do you think you're different from those monkeys and gorillas? Excuse me. We've lived, especially as Black people, we know the racist comments, the derogatory comments, where people of other colors will always refer to us as monkeys, as gorillas, and all of that. And then you see a fellow Black human being also referring to you as monkeys or gorilla. I mean, it's just a new low. Like I said in the tweet that I did, that whenever you think Abike Dabiri has hit the bottom, she finds a way, to go even lower. Mrs. Abike Dabiri had earlier posted a video of a traffic girl she identified as Mercy, who was rescued from Libya on Monday. In reaction to Mrs. Dabiri Erewa's post on X, an ex-user, Wale Akere.
All right, guys. My people, I want to day today. I appreciate you all. Today is Thursday, 4th September 2025. I appreciate every one of you right there. I just needed to quickly say something because my presentation continues. Mother of all diaspora, good evening to you, mommy. Thank you very much for all that you do, my lovely mother. Thank you, Abu Azi. I appreciate you. Thanks for all that you do. Thank you, everyone right there, my Betmans, and many more, Mother Peg Modi, Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, and many others. Didi Anthony, I can see you in the building. Thank you, Patience Demudia in the building, and many others. Just press on the like post to share. Okay, now see this satanic Abike Dabiri. For why this woman have been embracing ethnicism in an open manner? For why? It's very unfortunate that government official, as we speak, this satanic woman, she's a government official, call Igbo people monkey and gorilla from our office. And as we speak, this woman is not arrested. I wonder the kind of leadership that we have in Nigeria. When I see when I go, they call una, they tell una, say, "You don't concern me, you don't concern me." You go, they concern everybody, they go. Yes, the country is sinking. Sometimes when I say I'm losing hope on this country, I don't know when I'm saying it. Or I don't know what led me to saying such a thing. Just imagine an ethnic group, you call them monkey and gorillas. So if nobody is questioning this satanic Dabiri or Dabiri or whatever her name is, that means there are people who is supporting this satanism. It's very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. The way this country is going, it looks like we are not going anywhere. I'm telling you, it's very unfortunate. Yes, I understand that we have a lot of tribalistic citizens across the whole country. In fact, we have them in all tribes. But you coming out to say that the Igbos are this and that is heartbreaking. It's disgusting. Normally, if Nigeria was to be a country that works, this Abike Dabiri is supposed to be questioning now behind bars. Yes, I've seen where they're arresting people on the field, on the football ground, when they use a racist word on other black people. Talk less of a human being, somebody, a government official, saying this from our office. It's shocking. And I bet you guys, nobody will address this apart from my dear sister Aisha Yusuf, myself, and we on this platform probably. I bet you nobody from the government will address this. They will just jump it and that's it. This is shocking. But meanwhile, we have our Igbo sister who have a message for the same Abike Dabiri.
Abike Dabiri cup don't fool. Happy Sunday, beloved people of God. Something interesting is happening. And this is a case of every day for the thief, one day is for the owner of the house. You see this woman they call Abike Dabiri. Ikoye June. Her cup will eventually full. It's only but a matter of time. You see crime, you see evil. Hey, they know they cover them all. Even if you cover it, one day it will explode. One day that evil you cover, that evil you are pampering will detonate like a bomb. Let us go straight to the point. Abike Dabiri. This woman, anytime crime is being committed abroad, instead of Abike Dabiri to concentrate on that person who committed that crime, you know what next she will do? She will label a whole tribe as criminally oriented people. And that is what she did to Southeasterners, Ndiwo in particular, so that you understand where I'm going to. But when a Yoruba person commits a crime, you see this woman, she go carry something cover her eye. She know they see that one. When she will hear it, she will see it, because she can't say she is deaf and dumb. When a crime is committed in Germany, in Japan, in the UK, in US, a Yoruba person molested a 19-year-old girl, a Yoruba person, the woman will not already hear Fachisiente. But once she hear, hey, a crime was committed, somebody carry 20 kg or 200 kg of drug, and the name of the person is Chukwuma. This woman, Omepota, Omiasia, that is the place they call her, and you will see her working actively, because her department is Department of Bigotry and Tribalism. This woman should not even represent anybody, but her cup don't full. Abike Dabiri, even if you hide your brothers, your Yoruba brothers, if you hide them in Nigeria, you cannot hide them away from white people. You can't hide them away internationally. Now, you are on top of an international disgrace. Every day for the thief, one day for the owner of the house. So you try to hide your brothers when they do evil abroad. Okay, let me take it one step at a time. Number one, an Oba, a Yoruba Oba, a monarch, committed a heinous crime of defrauding innocent people. 4.2 million COVID-19 fraud. That is the crime this man committed. Let me read it. From palace to prison. This Oba is moving from palace. He's an Oba, a monarch. He's now in prison. They have jailed him for 4 years. This woman did not comment on it. As soon as she saw this news, and we have come to tell her that on international stage, they are you know that what I'm about to report today, even Elon Musk, the CEO, owner, chairman of Twitter, was in shock. He had to react to the news I want to read today. The kind of crime these Yorubas are committing in abroad. Let me tell you. You see, I don't like when you stereotype people. I don't like when you start making it appear that once crime is being committed, it is one section of people. Every tribe in Nigeria commits crime. From the north to the south, down to the east, everybody commits crime. There is nobody, there is no tribe that is innocent of one thing or the other, one accusation of the other. You will see black sheep. You will still see black goat in most tribes in Nigeria. You will never see them calling out the individual who perpetrated this act. Instead.
Okay, I will say this. I agree with Lisa there when she said every tribe commits crime. Yes, I agree. 100%. But one thing we must understand, even Lisa, we know that Lisa always do almost similar thing, calling out the Yoruba people all the time. But still, how do we stop this? How? How do we listen? This practices of ethnicism is eating us all down the bone. I'm telling you. I don't understand, especially during the time of election, or you have your own person in power. All tribes are guilty of this. How do we stop this? Because I cannot see myself hating a fellow human being because you are not an Edo man. I have never in my life. Then I wonder how people manage to do this. And I cannot see my Edo person doing the wrong thing and I will support you. Impossible. I will call you out. Then how do people do this? It's crazy. I would like to take this call quickly, although I'm not supposed to start by now because it's Mr. Joseph Orji. Thank you, sir. Good evening to you. Yes, sir.
Thank you for everything you're doing for our country, Nigeria. Thank you for everything. I thank Mommy Diaspora. Thank you for all your effort.
Thank you, sir.
You know, Mr. Elvis, you know what is causing all this? It's this idea of appointing my own people, my own person. The person when you know. When you're appointing somebody that is, instead of going for competent, even when it's not from your area, that's the problem. There's nothing wrong with appointing somebody from your own area, but let it be somebody you know that will be competent. And when they start messing up, they can't sack them because you know the channel with which they came in. That's the problem with our country. It's not just only this Tinubu government. It has always been, even from independence. That's the problem, guys. So this is why when mediocrity is going on, because the way the channel, the process with which you appointed them is always man, no man. Somebody says, so that's how it is. That better the other lady, the previous one that just left. They quietly left it because our crime is linked to what's it called, Dabiri. All that happened was sanctioned, and the lady was ready to. They had to find a way of quieting her and even compensate her and let her go. I'm telling you, that's the situation that is going on in Nigeria. It's not a shame. You know, incompetence all over the whole place. It's terrible. I mean, now the old man is gotten out of Nigeria again. He's gone on 10 days holiday. Tinubu says he's going to touch in France and some other country. He's out. He's out of the country. He's going on holiday. Well, this is governance. How long is this? All this going to continue? Huh? It's a shame, Mr. Elvis. And then it's also unfortunate. We are stuck with him. And the way I see Mr. Elvis, I must say to you, I regret to say this. This guy is going to continue after 2027. The way I see things, he's going to continue. It's like he has captured everything.
Thank you.
It's unfortunate thing. Very sad.
It's sad.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Joseph. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, good evening to you, sir. You said something that 98% of Nigerians have tribal sentiments, but they will never admit it. But it is obvious in their actions. That is why every region are always fighting to be represented by their tribe. I strongly believe on this. I strongly believe on this. 98% of Nigerians have tribal sentiments, but they will never accept it. That's true. I believe on it. Maybe if anybody want to argue that statement, I don't mind, but I believe on it. Because you see the way Nigerians, the way we are behaving, is just crazy. It's crazy. But meanwhile, I'd like to quickly round up with my presentation so that we can start talking. Let's listen to this, because Tinubu is trying to, in fact, Tinubu is forcefully trying to bring in state policing now. Remember that this same issue came in last year, then it goes down. Tinubu is trying to bring it back all over again now, which will be a very, very good thing if this can be implemented. But hold on. Thank you, Mother Deborah, for calling in. Please talk to us. Good evening to you, Mother.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good evening to everyone. You're welcome to today's broadcast. Thank you for coming out this evening. Really, I saw that derogatory tweet that lady, I don't even want to call her name, you know. It's so shameful that she can actually behave in that manner because she knows there's not going to be any consequences. Imagine using a racial slur like that and she's putting a laughing emoji. You see, if it is a white man that did that, now the whole world will start talking. But the fact that you as a black person can use that on your fellow black man just tells how low, and you are a government official. But you see, the reason why they do these things is because they know there's no consequences. I can guarantee you that if it's a white man that did such a thing, they know that there's going to be consequences immediately. By now, they would have resigned their position. But what is the case in her own? People will only make noise. After today, tomorrow, everybody will move on. So why would she not do it again? Because they know they're not going to be held accountable. I just want to say this: if we really want to show that we are a people, because the whole world is watching to see how we are going to react to this kind of a bad behavior. I really hope if there's anything Nigerians in diaspora can do, maybe petition, or because I want her to be held accountable for this nonsense. She's not just going to get away with it like that. If she does, next time she's going to do the worst. I mean, if there's any way she can be held accountable, either maybe sign a petition or something, so that the whole world will know that she's a racist bigot.
Exactly.
A tribal bigot. And it's only Nigerians in diaspora that should do that. And anybody who is supporting that kind of a thing because she's from their tribe and is supporting that kind of a thing, then such a person should not complain as well if a white man used that on them. Because if you support evil because it's coming from your tribe person and you think it's okay to call people monkey, then you have no right to complain if another person, if a white person calls you that as well. So in my opinion, every well-meaning Nigerian should stand up and actually, speak out against this nonsense. And she should be held accountable. She should not just come and apologize and get away with it. I think there should be some accountability.
Unfortunately, we will not get that.
Because this is somebody that claims to represent Nigerians in diaspora. Why for her to make that kind of a comment? I don't even think she's qualified to hold such a position. But that depends on how Nigerians are able to hold her accountable. I believe strongly that if Nigerians in diaspora come out in mass to either report her or something.
Thank you.
There are countries there will be countries that will take some actions on her. I'm telling you the fact, but that just depends on how we choose to react. It's so shameful that she can talk that about the Igbos. Fear will not allow her to say that to the Northerners. No matter how a Northerner would behave or do something, she will do them here. This is one thing I like about the Northerners. If it is a Northerners she makes such a remark, by now she would have been in hiding. By now she will not even be walking free. But because they know that, okay, if we do this, Igbo people will say anything, what can they do? Can she try that? I'm asking her a question. Can she ever try that with the Northerners? She know if she tried that, by now she'll be in hiding wherever she is. Because they will not take it like that.
Now see finish.
It's just a shame. You say?
I said now see finish. Now you see Igbo people finish.
Now see finish. She not be try. I'm giving her a challenge. She would not dare it with the Northerners. They're not born her well to refer to Northerners like that. By now, she will hide under her bed or look for where to hide, or quickly come apologize, or quickly within the next 1 hour, the entire land of her father will come out and apologize. But because she know that these people will take it, and I don't know why the Igbos are tolerating this kind of insult. Even their own political leaders will not come out and say anything. That the whole tribe has just been insulted. And even the ones that are in political positions will not speak out. Can you dare to insult any other tribe like that in Nigeria? Even if this was the Yoruba people that were referred to as monkeys, there are people all over the world who come out and talk. But you see, in this case, even the so-called political leaders, at least the Igbo people still have senators, they have governors, they have people in position that should speak out when this kind of nonsense is happening. But of course, they put their selfish interest. So long as they are getting money, even if they insult their papa, insult their mama, they will not say anything.
All right,
That's
thank
their
you.
problem as well.
Thank you, ma'am.
You know, thank you so much, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you very much,
for your
ma'am.
good work.
God bless you. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Madam Deborah is calling on the politicians, the Igbo politicians. They are not saying anything on this and all that. Now, not here where Barrister Daliti they talk and just now say all the elites politicians, the Igbo politicians that are criticizing Peter Obi, they are not real Igbo. They are not true Igbos. You not hear that statement. So, you know, say I've talking for here. Any Igbo person who criticizes Peter Obi or any Igbo person you see with terrorism, with gun or buying anybody, even though they speak Igbo, you will see they will be saying no, not be true Igbo person. Now, I want to ask the richest Igbo man, that man, they forget his name all the time. Somebody put on for that man with the old way, they always fight Peter Obi, that richest Igbo man. I'm not saying one year old don't die, me so rest in peace. That man was a wonderful man. I get one particular one we get money where God bless Ato that one they fight Peter Obi. So now once you tell me say that one not be real Igbo man. To be honest, I just listen. Yes, sir.
Let me open your mind waiting that they talk. You see, when you know say for Benin, when you marry, they do marriage, intermarriage with Delta and other Isoko and other people. When a Benin man marry an Isoko man, he can't born children. That children, that's why I say na Benin. But when he can't get some kind of character, they'll say no be real Benin. They'll trace him to his mother side. Come join mother. Say no be real. Just like when they meet dog. That is what they mean. Not be the real. Where they say papa and mama na Benin. You understand me now?
Saying, my brother, yes. Anyway, for me, anyhow you try.
That is what they are. That's what they are. The Benin go to say Oviego. You understand what they mean by that?
Okay, that means Zeribe is not a real Igbo man then.
If they have to trace them, I don't know, but what they mean is what we also mean. That is what Nigerian tribe. That is what they read. That is how they read it.
Okay, just like me now, I call out any satanic persons in Edo State. Somebody will now say, oh, maybe I'll not be a real Edo person, right?
Yeah, say Mama Naisha and Papa na Bini. They'll say not be real.
So would that make any sense?
No, they'll say not be real Bini man. They'll say still get Isha blood in my body.
Hold on now. If somebody talk and does it mean the person is right?
No, so it's not a norm. It's a norm in our society now. That is how they describe it.
Okay, thank you. I would like us to move on, my people. Let's listen to this clip.
This long-running debate over state police is back in focus. President Bola Tinubu is again weighing the idea.
We should continue to collaborate. I've been looking at the security situation more carefully. I've seen civilian JTF or what you call it to react to the security challenges. Find so many creative way you people would be going to protect the neighborhood and communities around you. And that is provoked my thinking about, state police. Again, politics apart. We can discuss with the National Assembly leadership to really, look at critical path to that again.
It's a debate that has divided Nigeria for decades. Should states be allowed to run their own police forces? In February last year, President Tinubu first floated the idea after an emergency meeting with governors. At the time, the National Economic Council pushed the discussion forward, but more than a year later, it's still a mirage. Now, with insecurity persisting and communities in the Northeast depending on vigilantes and civilian militias, the president is revisiting the proposal. Concerns remain whether state police can be abused by governors, how it will be funded, and if it can stay apolitical. Governors from the region welcomed Tinubu's remarks, but came with their own demands.
Continued military operations in the shores of the Lake Chad, Dajin Madama, Mandara Hills, Sambisa Game Reserve, Mansur, Yalua, Futuk, Kolmani areas, Karin Lamido Forests, amongst others. Provision of funding to MMJTF for military operations in the tumbos of the Lake Chad, completion of ongoing road projects, and building of critical roads connecting the state.
The governors also want oil exploration resumed in frontier basins. The president praised what he called clear progress in the region, families returning to their homes, new housing schemes, and rising school enrollment. But beyond security and development, Bola Tinubu also addressed the rising political temperature. He insists politics will not detract him from delivering on his agenda.
We will be able to, reverse the decay of several years. In the political environment, we have been drawn into early, political activities from our rival political parties. Whichever way it is, I'm not distracted. I am solidly focused, laser focused on what is ahead.
In recent times, the question is no longer whether Nigeria needs state police. The president and governors now appear to agree on that. The real test is how quickly the National Assembly can move and whether politics will once again stall reforms that many say are long overdue.
To President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's declaration that the creation of state police is now critical to strengthening security across the country. The president made the comments on Tuesday during a visit from Katsina State Governor Diko Rada at the presidential villa in Abuja. In his remarks, Tinubu stated that although the country is dealing with difficult security challenges, the problems can be fixed with determination and the right strategy. Well, let's take a look before we take some reactions.
I've been looking at the security situation more carefully. I've seen civil.
The idea, let me take
critical path to that again.
All right. I mean, the state governors have also been advocating for the state police. It's good and it's quite reassuring to see that the president is actually at this moment backing the idea. Let me take Temi Tokwe's tweet, and he wrote, if there's going to be state police, then devolution of power must happen. Let states pay their police salaries from the proceeds they see in their states. I like that point. You can't create state police without devolution of power. A police in Lagos or Rivers should earn more than the one in Yola, right? Rufai. Another tweet is from Femi. They wrote, absolutely. We've been clamoring for this for long. The local people know their own people and state very well. Let them police their own affairs. Each state should recruit individuals from their states, send them to the federal government police college for a mandatory training. After the training, they obtain a police license. Then they go back to their states as police officers to be managed by the state governments. The federal government can then have specialized policing teams for crime investigation and for deterrence. Dr. Vati, what do you make of this? I mean, I do like the idea of devolution of powers as well. I mean, I think that that is really the way to go.
Okay, let's start as follows. This is not new. I made a point earlier on that since 2014 National Political Conference, state police was one of the recommendations of that political conference under the Jonathan administration. But of course, when President Buhari got there, he set it aside. He said it was not an issue, complaints about the conclusions of that report, about the composition of the National Political Conference. That was that. But when President Bola Ahmed Tinubu got into office, he, having been an advocate and having written a book on federalism, said, okay, let us visit the issue of state police. In 2024, a committee was set up to revisit the matter. That committee was led by the Vice President Kashim Shettima. Now, by January this year, we were told that all the state governments had already signed up to the idea of state police. We discussed it here. Many people say, oh, it was an idea that the time had come. Now, various states, they were supposed to submit their reports, their own, framework as to how that can be worked out. Now, the deadline given to them was, I think, March 2025. As at March 2025, only 20 states have submitted their own reports. So you don't even see the commitment on the part of the states. So now President Tinubu, meeting a delegation from Katsina State, says he's committed to the idea of state police. What will be required? Now the background lies in constitutional reform. Section 215 says, 214, Section 214 says that there shall be only one police force in Nigeria. So that's where the point about devolution of powers comes from. That for you to have state police, you have to amend that Section 214. Section 215 of the same constitution says expressly that only the president of Nigeria can give directives to that sole police force of Nigeria. So unless you do all of that, the governors are powerless. That's why a governor, of Zamfara State will say, well, I can solve the problem, but he does not have the powers. That's why an ordinary police sergeant, or what was his rank, will tell Governor Sanwo-Olu of Lagos that I don't take instructions from governor. I take instructions only from my organs on top. So these are the issues that are involved here. But the state governors, they say they want to control security in their states if they are so empowered. In other jurisdictions, in America, where you came from.
From where?
You came from America.
My originality is
they have National Guard. They have, marshals. They have all this in a federal system. So that's why the whole issue is about constitutionalism, control, power sharing, and also, the will on the part of the government.
But we are seeing that the president is aligned with this idea of devolution of power and that sort of federalism, and saying that he backs the state police.
It's not for him to talk about it.
I know, but it's great that he's talking about it. I'm just saying, but hopefully it will go through that constitutional amendment, because this is really what we need. For these people, like you see in the tweets, they're saying the states have control of the people, and if they have control of the people, they know the people that they can recruit, and they're able to govern their states, and we are able to hold them to account. I like that. In the same vein, though, reactions have continued to trail the 6-year sentencing of Nigerian-born Finnish citizen Simon Ekpa by a Finnish court for terrorism-related activities. The federal government, through the Minister of Information, had hailed the verdict as a major victory for the Nigerian police or for the Nigerian people in the collective fight against terror. Now, the Igbo Social Cultural Organization, Ohaneze Ndigbo, on Wednesday applauded the federal government for Ekpa's incarceration. In a statement by the deputy president of the group, the development underscores the Igbo people's resolute opposition to armed struggle under the guise of Biafra agitation. The group stated that they unequivocally condemn terrorism in all its forms and reject any deviation from nonviolent self-determination principles adding that the Igbo nation stands united for peace and constructive dialogue. I mean, this group have stated that, Ekpa's arrest will mitigate insecurity in the southeast. They commended the National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu, the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, for their efforts in fighting terror in the region. The Finnish court found Ekpa guilty of using his social media to urge his followers to commit crimes. He was also found guilty of supplying groups with weapons and explosives while also promoting violence on the ground in Nigeria from where he was in Finland. I'd like to take some reactions to that comment from the Igbo social cultural group Ohaneze and Igbo. This person, Naji, wrote on X that this is not a federal government of Nigeria case. It's between Finland and Simon Ekpa. No one needs to commend Nigeria government for it. I completely disagree with that tweet. Well, Araba described the deputy president as fraudulent. He wrote, how can this fraudulent person claim to be speaking for the Ohaneze with no challenge? Which government or which federal government did that? Why did they allow the guy to wreak havoc in the southeast before going after him? Is it not shameful that this case concluded speedily, which is a huge conversation, while the other one in Nigeria moves like snail? Your thoughts on those comments? I mean,
okay.
What are you...
So, terror has no place in society. Mm-hmm. And anybody that supports and condemns and condones terror, like Simon Ekpa did, I totally condemn them. Because I feel terror is not the solution to the problems of the Southeast. Are there cases of marginalization against the Southeast? Yes, like we always say, the Civil War never ended. Honestly, and it's true. Because after Gowon declared no victor, no vanquish, there's still a lot that needs to be done for the Southeast that has not been done. I will still see this clear marginalization. And it's this marginalization that makes people like Simon Ekpa have a voice in the first place. At some point, it was Ralph Wazirike, Nnamdi Kanu, all of them. The common thread is marginalization, which I think the government should fix. And that's why I said the first process in doing that is settling the Nnamdi Kanu case. Mm-hmm. And so that we start restoring sanity to the Southeast region, because if we restore it, then development will come. But I totally condemn everything Simon Ekpa did do at that point in time. But I think, and I disagree with that too, like you said, the federal government has to be commended, because the federal government did make overtures. But Finland did say, okay, yes, we are, we're a sovereign nation, we're going to deal with this. Mm-hmm. And IPOB also did go against, some, Ekpa. A lot. And in fact, they did come out openly to pronounce that they're not in support of what he was doing. So that's settled. I think another case I would like to talk about is this. You see, the kind of democracy we will run in Nigeria is a hypocritical democracy. It's a demonstration of grace. And Dr. Bali, you made a valid point that in the Constitution, yes, the police, the Nigerian police force, which says we all take instruction from the commander-in-chief, that only applies when the Governor Institute is not aligned with the federal government. We have also seen police in the states being used, and federal police in the state being used to be able to go against oppositions of governors in that same state. When they are doing it, the state governor is in charge. You know why? Because it's probably alignment with the central government then. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to cases of insecurity in the state, and is not probably aligned with the central government, then he starts to cry. Because that time, the central government will not give him all the support he gets. So I think also the case of the politicization of the central government in the case of insecurity is the big problem. Coming back to what Dauda was saying, and I think this is the thread with what Dauda was saying. When we hear about cases of banditry in Zamfara states, we don't see the big response by the state, by the federal government security forces there. But recently there was an election, 5 polling units. You needed to see how they deployed brigades and brigades. In fact, they summoned up military forces from Gombe and neighboring states just to be able to oversee 5 polling units, because the APC was involved in that election and they finally did win that election to prove a political point. So another part in all of this conversation about state police is going to be the eventual politicization of the apparatchik of security in those states. And that's why Dada is saying that, yes, I should be able to sort this out. But the question is, we also know what is going on in these states. The politicization, because in one breath, you want to go ahead and flush the bandits.
Yeah.
The bandits are also valuable during election period.
What are the solutions? What are the solutions?
Number one solution will be this.
Just 2 seconds.
Have a state police that is totally independent. And in fact, even having a state police is overflowed because there is almost no states. Most of the states in this country and most of the regions have some sort of architecture of state police. In the southeast, there's a Bubeagu.
Yeah, but their remits are limited.
Their remits are limited. No, the only difference is, what's it called? Amoteku carries weapons, but they don't carry high-grade weapons like an AK-47. But they do intelligence gathering work and they work with the police. There's Shege Kafasa, there's all of that. So that model you have been using, continue to use it.
So you prefer to have the vigilante groups and the federal structure that we already have in place? Is that what you prefer?
No.
Because you're talking about Ebubagu and all of those.
There are still state vigilante units that are different from the likes of Amoteku and Ebubagu.
No, I think that the state police, the idea of the state police is for them to have the full might and the full support to be able to govern their state. Some of these vigilantes, they go around with useless weapons. They don't have. Yes, we saw things that happen in what is it? Agune Chamber.
That's what we are saying.
So I mean, that's the conversation. Is that what you're saying?
No, listen.
What's your conversation?
Please take our time to hear me.
Yes,
please.
Quickly.
You have those vigilante units that are spread across the country. In fact, there's a National Vigilante Association.
Yeah.
That's separate. Then you have things like Amoteku.
Yeah, we know that.
Amoteku, hope you know, is being led by a retired military officer, which they bring some structure and training into it. What I'm saying is those hitherto structures you have, amplify it, give them more oversight to be able to carry bigger weapons, and then go ahead and do the constitutional reform. But you must also put modalities and stopgaps in place that in a case where these people try to politicize and they become agents of the governor against their political adversaries, you will be able to step in. Because that's the grounds a lot of people have against the state police officer. But the structures are there. Governor Dauda has a cadet unit in Zamfara. The other day, we showed on TV when Benue launched their own. Almost everybody have their own.
All right.
But it's just out to... Lagos even has a neighborhood watch of some sort.
Okay.
We'll take another story now.
Let me just say, the leading, most visible authority on state police in Nigeria at the moment, there are other scholars on this subject, but the leading authority is Professor Kemi Rotimi of the Department of History, Obafemi Awolowo University. He has written a book, The Police in a Federal State, the Nigerian Experience. I hope we'll get an opportunity to engage with him at some point. His main conclusion is that state police is not new. We have had it before in this country, and it can work without necessarily being politicized.
Absolutely, well said.
I think this state police topic needs to be holistically discussed. As for me, I disagree with Rufai today because he was actually contradicting himself, confusing the listeners and all that, because I don't understand what he was saying. Because according to his submission, it means because we already have vigilantes, there's no need for state police. You know, I don't understand that. I don't get it. But let me take this call. Hold on, guys. Good evening to you. Your name and where you calling us from?
Hello, Mr. Niger Watch.
Okay, sir.
God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
This call.
Yes, sir. Talk to us.
I greet your mother from the diaspora.
Thank you,
The
sir.
Almighty God continue to give you covering and be with you all.
Amen.
Please, I just have 2 points I want to make here. One is concerning Wike, first and foremost. Who is Wike and what is he like? That PDP will be watching the nuisance that he is creating in that party. Wike, who is he? That's the question I want to ask them. Is Wike the owner of PDP? Does he know when they started PDP? The people who started PDP, who helped him and brought him and put him there, he no longer regards them, those of them from the same locality with him. It is a shame that Wike can come out and he's doing what he's doing. PDP will leave him. He's in APC. Why can't they sack him? Maybe there's something he knows that I don't know that is keeping him there. That is about that. Then concerning Abike Dabiri, I think it's called Abike Dabiri when they got married. Has he come back that Abike Dabiri? Is he divorced? It's a shame for him. I knew him as a newscaster when he was still younger. It's not because of his beauty. She wasn't the best of the newscasters that were ladies those days. She knows what took her to where she is today. And for God's sake, if I may say, I don't think that Abike Dabiri has seen me before, seen many other Igbos. And Abike Dabiri and his life, and her like, none of them, if you talk of handsomeness in terms of men, he doesn't have it. Beauty, she does not have it. Cleanliness, she is not there. Abike, don't be there. Oceania, don't qualify it. Oh, Lord, you know. Please, if you pass the message, God, if it is there are people to be called monkeys and whatever, it is her as her father's house, and they are like. That's her father that has no teeth in his mouth. We know her, we know where she came out of.
Okay.
Thank God for YouTube and whatever, we cannot say that it is there. The things I would have taken in English language. But please, I want to appreciate you for what you are doing. Nigeria cannot be possible. Not with this batch of people we are looking at. Not with this government. These are the people that have brought Fulanis into our bushes. They think they can sell Nigeria and they will leave. No, it's not possible.
All right.
It's not possible. Like that, what? Back it down. This is what the people are going for. Look at the Mr. So-called president. Every 2 days he's out of the country. The country is burning. One of his appointees are there, rubbishing herself with a stinking mouth.
Okay, sir.
And they cannot call out order.
Thank you.
God bless you, Niger Watch.
Thank you, sir.
Love.
Yes, sir. I saw somebody commenting that you are doing the same thing and all that. Listen, you don't tell people who you beat how to cry. Unfortunately, you don't. Yes, I understand. Yeah, we need peace, but you cannot continue to be suppressing one particular person and they are embracing the peace and you still say they should continue to be quiet. No. So, in case you don't know, I will advise you to take that energy to go and talk to satanic Abike Dabiri first before you come in to say, oh, I say the same thing. No. Or doing the same thing. Then they tell who you beat how to cry. I appreciate every one of you. My presentation is over. Let me take this last article so that we can start talking. I appreciate you all. Press on the like, help us to share. Mr. Joseph Oji, thank you very much, sir. I really do appreciate you. Thanks for your super chat and thanks for becoming a member of our media. I'm very, very grateful for your encouragement always, sir. But meanwhile, let's take this from Peter Obi quickly. As you can see right there, our revenue target meaningless amid rising poverty, says Obi. Former Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi has dismissed government claims of meeting its revenue target ahead of schedule as hollow and meaningless so long as millions of Nigerians remain trapped in hunger, joblessness, and despair. In a statement on his X handle on Thursday, Obi said celebrating fiscal milestones without improving people's lives only imposes the government's insensitivity to the plight of the citizens. Achieving revenue target means nothing if these suffering masses cannot feel the impact. Today, SMN are collapsing under debt, critical institutions are starved of funds, and retirees, men and women who built and defended this country are still protesting for their unpaid pensions. That is the true measure of our economy, not the numbers government is parading, he said. Although it went on, but I would like us to leave it right there. I'm not saying Peter, okay, let me just finish it because I like to always finish what Peter Obi says. He condemned the government for boasting of excess revenue while ordinary Nigerians endure worsening hardship. It is shameful that will be the talk so, that those who fulfilled their obligations to the nation are reduced to begging for what is rightfully theirs, even as government celebrates collections will be lamented. The former Anambra State Governor urged leaders to channel resources into productive sectors that create jobs, sustain small businesses, and restore dignity to retired workers. Our nation must not continue to throw its citizens into debt and despair. It is time for government to act responsibly and with integrity, he declared. Obi concluded by stressing that real progress will only come when governance is measured by its impact on citizens' welfare, not by abstract fiscal achievement. A new Nigeria is possible. That's Peter Obi there, as usual. But meanwhile, let's start talking. I appreciate every one of you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all. Thanks for your time with us today. I'd like us to hear from our panelists as some of our callers are putting their voices already. Black Panther, my brother, talk to us. Good evening to you.
My brother. It is getting hotter. Don't let it burn your hand. Put on a gloves that has the resistivity against fire, so that we'll survive. The country is hotter every day. Now I will start it. I will greet everybody. I will greet all my panelists, the beautiful panelists that come out here in their private domain. They sit down, they go into their quiet zone and start to research. You people are blessed people, and may God come to bless and increase His blessing upon us. In Jesus' mighty name. I want to thank Mommy in the diaspora. We thank you, Mommy, for guiding us, teaching us how to be consistent. It is very important for the survival of Nigeria. Consistency. That is what will bring the victory. And that is what Mommy teaches us every day, because she's an example of a consistent mother. May God lift you for us and give you health. I want to thank Nigeria Watch. Your hand is sometimes get burnt, but I will blow the breeze so that it will come down. That's why I say wear protective gloves. And that is wisdom. Thank you. Thank you and thank you. I would like to start today with, before I start, all the viewers of Nigeria Watch International, may God lift all of you up and give you the attitude and the knowledge and the wisdom to face the reality of what we are seeing today. Let us be bold. Don't chicken out. If we chicken out, we don't have a country anymore. And if you don't have a country anymore, you don't have a home to go to anymore. And that make you like an, how will I say, I will target a homeless personality, like what's happening in Gaza now. I want to say, yeah, Abike Dabiri has proven it once again to show us that she's wanting in character. But she got learning, but she's wanting in character. And that has a negative impact on the citizen. And what do you do to that kind of person? You take him, bundle him, and throw him into the trash can. Let him continue to make the noise inside the trash bin. That is where it belongs to. Let us trace Abike Dabiri history in a short format. She was a shining star in the media. She grew up. Every Nigerian loved her because she comes out with the truth. She investigates and brings out the truth. She speaks like an activist. Then people now said, why don't you go into politics? She now went there. And when she went there, she now went there to drink the impure water of Satanism. And she wore it with boldness. Now, where am I going to? Every tribe in Nigeria are insecure. every tribe in Nigeria are insecure. When we say we are not a nation, people will just come here. I despise people that will tell me that we are a nation. That is their level. They are low level. They are on the bottom of the pot of understanding the country they came for. They assume country. The reason why we are unsecured is because we have not been able to fathom how we are going to become a great nation. But the greatness we are seeing in every tribe. That is why we come out because of insecurity. We are scared that if this man come to my backyard, I don't understand him. That is why you see people building house with tall fence, because we all are insecure. We have not found who we are as a nation. We refuse to found that nation that we so-called great, the big brother of Africa. But we are like a mirage of a nation. But we have not founded that nation that we call the big brother of Africa. The reason, you see, West Africa is going right, Nigeria is going left. That is it. Because we are not a formidable team yet. It's like a people playing football in a football field 11. They are not coming together. How will they win a match? It is virtually impossible. How will they be consistent like Arsenal? It's virtually impossible. How will they be consistent like Chelsea? It is virtually impossible. They have to become a team, a cohesive team to win a match. And that will say, oh, my team, Arsenal, is the greatest team in England. My team, Chelsea, is the greatest team. This is the cup they have won because of their greatness. But Nigeria, we have nothing. We are all insecure. We came from different mother. We have a father. We came from different mother. We don't trust each other. How do we now coerce ourselves? We need to form a nation. How do you form a nation? We need to come together. Talk the truth. Talk what is annoying me, so that I will be secured, so that the Joma will be secured, so that the Fulani man that we that came in will be secured, so that every Hausa man, the Igbo, the Benin will be secured. You all came to meet people on the soil that were conquerors. I'm so proud of the Benin. That were conquerors, that conquered nations to the ends of Benin Republic. Now they are called the minority, quote and unquote, because we are yet to function as a nation. Now the president is talking about having state police. Can you people watch the way his body movement when he was saying it? He was fidgeting the idea. He doesn't have a jack of anything how to form a police, a state police, even police that he has now. Do you know that Nigeria has not formed a police? We don't have police. People don't know that we don't have. We don't have. Go check your history. The colonialists, they handed over the project to us, and it was not a police. It was a force. That's why you see that name. They did not remove it. Because we have not yet formed a police, a civil police. We have a force. The police that you have was a force that the imperialists, the people that came to steal, they were using against us to cut us down, to steal us and put in a ship to the Western world to sell as commodity. That is what they were for. That is why you see they changed their uniform from green, from black and brown to green, from green to light blue and black trousers. From that one, they now change it to black. But they did not change the modus operandus of it all. That is why we don't have the police that we can come. That is why a policeman will call you, announcer man, slap you, who you be. This one will come, beat you, use his gun, boom, on you. That is not a police, that is a force. We can call them a paramilitary, a military, a subset of military, which the American call the Nigeria National Reserve National Guard. That is who they are. They are not supposed to be among us who are living in the civil society. They are supposed to be living separately like what you are the military. That is why you see it was very easy for them to coerce the military into the Nigerian police because they are the same. We have not yet formed a police. How do you form a police when you don't have a constitution? When the constitution said you receive order from the presidency, what a stupid kind of constitution. How can you have a governor, you have a president, you have a local government chairman, and your president is to secure the country, and your president is now in charge of police, which also be in the hands of the state governor? The power must be separated. Mind you, people should know this. Power of policing is not in one man's hand. It should not be in one man's hand. You have three arms co-equal. Because it's a co-equal, you have two arms, and they are responsible. All of them, they are also responsible for the security of the country because they have their duties. You cannot rest the security of the country in one man's hand. Not the in civil security in one man. No. That's why you break it down. Local government, council, the state. And the state there are some laws that the judiciary will order the police to do. That is why in America, if you say Donald Trump is a stupid man, he cannot order the police to come and arrest you. He can only go to court. The court judge will not order the police to arrest you and bring you to his place so that he can look at you and evaluate you. That is how police is being run. He's talking now. He cannot do it, and he will never do it, because if he does it, it's going to go against him in the 2027 election. Therefore, Agbado will not do it, because in the modus operandi of a cartel lord, they always want to be in charge of what? Security. And security is what? Protecting their investments. Like I said the other day, I said the drug laws, their code is my family is my society. Not we. Not we. They are his family. Therefore, he cannot devolve that power of security. That's why I see him fidgeting, because he doesn't have anything upstairs on how civil police should be set up. That is why we said the constitution is a nonsense constitution. It's not a constitution. Most of you said, oh, we have a lot of laws. You have useless laws that are absolute. That is why we always refer to my daddy, my father, a man that has grown to an extent and separate himself and said, this one is special, gifted, and he has brought out the gift of God inside of him. And that is why they made him an authority in legal matters. And that is High Chief Professor Ezekume. To be a professor is not a piecemeal. In the normal sense, he is, you are an authority in that field. And it's an authority in constitutional matter. It's one of the only one we got in Nigeria now. Others are coming, but it's one of the top that we got. A lot of them are gone. He has taken the space now. That is why the authority in him cannot be bought with money. That is why when he spoke, he said, no matter how you change that constitution, how you review it, it will remain a stupid constitution. Paraphrasing. You can't change what is already dirty. You have to throw it out and set up a new one. That is what we are talking about. You people think it's a joke. The constitution said, you people say you have laws. Your constitution said the power of the policing rests in the hands of the president. And the constitution said the security of a state rests solely in the hand of the governor as a commander-in-chief of his state to bring about security to the state. But he doesn't have the power of policing again. The power belongs to the president. What is that? Is that not comatose? Are we not in coma? like I said before. But we don't. I said many of Nigerians that are even educated, they don't understand the country. I will drop this now. Nigeria, for us to have a country, because we don't have a constitution, for us to have a country, for us to not to be insecure in our own country, quote and unquote, we have to come together to drive away that fear in every tribe, to look at ourselves as brothers and sisters from one father. I rest my case. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Black Panther. Thank you very much. Thank you for your wonderful submission. I was also expecting you to address this area of what is it called, the state policing, the devolution of power, because that one is very, very important. But maybe when
I will address it in my second. I will address it.
Yeah,
how it can be
done.
The
devolution of power. I want you to address it, or any of you here, but Mr. Jonathan, I also want you to address it when it gets to your turn. Give us a mandate. Are you there with us, sir? Okay, you are not there. Okay, you are there. Thank you, my brother.
Let him go. I'll come after
Mr. Oduwa. Okay, Mr. Oduwa, you have the floor, sir. Good evening to you. Talk to us.
Okay. Good evening, Mr. Niger Wash.
Thank you, sir.
Good evening, everyone in the panel. Good evening, Mommy Diaspora. Good evening, commenters, listeners, and the viewers. Where Peter Obi tackled Tinubu on the money and whatever issues of Tinubu. I really support Peter Obi on that aspect, because Tinubu said the economic is they don't borrow money from the local bank, but they borrow money from international bank. But they are stealing money from the local bank. It will be better they borrow money from the local bank for we to know that the government hold us, with the Nigeria, hold us money. But instead of them to borrow money from us, they are using all tricks, all manner of tricks to steal our money. Anybody that put money in the bank and said they are not stealing his money, I don't believe it's a Nigeria bank. Duty stamp, first card, second maintenance, third message, different ways. The bank is stealing and stealing and stealing from our account of Nigeria. Then why won't they be rejoicing when they are stealing the Nigeria's hard-earned money? The person went and struggled, whether he pack shit, whether he carry tomatoes, whether he's you don't know the work they did. Just matter they are able to struggle. The people that are supposed to be collecting money from, that is collecting 14 million and said it's not enough. Those people doesn't pay tax. The poor man who went to Gary farm, that the Boko Haram will still go and drive them away from, or the herdsmen will still go and drive them away from the farm, or the one who carry block, the little money they have, put in the bank and say, let them gather it. The bank will now be deducting the money so that those people cannot gather it to use it to do whatever they want to do. So then you will now say that you are recovering from your this thing. You don't borrow money from the local bank, but you collect money from the local bank with authority. That is criminality. The federal government are criminal, but using bank to collect the money of Nigerians, or the Nigeria that are struggling to make their income, because the stealing in of this bank are too much. Then, well, for the state police, it is very good. It is very good. But the problem is, because we don't even have police safe, because Nigeria has not even know what they call government or governance. Not to talk of, because what they call police, those who are not police, those are punished. They are just, that is where they misbehave. They have to buy their shoe, they have to buy their shirt, they have to. because they are not really police. They are force, as Black Panther call it. Because those one were what the British used to oppress Nigerians. So that is the same method that they are still oppressing the Nigerians in the name of protecting the government. Instead of them to be putting the government on check, then they are now putting the Nigeria on check and protecting their government who they're supposed to be putting on check. That is why the person that's supposed to pay them will not pay them. He will be collecting 14 million and say it's not enough. Why him that is escorting the person, they are giving him 70,000. The one that is escorting will send his children to school in London, in China, in Russia, in the Arab Emirates, Saudi, America, Canada. But him that is protecting that person cannot even send his own son to school at SG or Olu or whatever. These children will become nuisance in the street because he could not send them to the proper place they will have led life. So until we grow up and begin to know that this is not how life is supposed to be. Because if not, this state police, if they create it, will be also become chaos. But it is very good for when they create it, let there be sad warning that it will not be the police that will be fighting political opponent and sending the incubate to steal ballon boss. So let those warning be there. Let those agreements and written be signed. Let them know that it is the problem which they might call troubles and difficulties of the state that enable them to be created, not to be abusing their people in the name of we are not police, we are not so-called whatever. They started oppressing their own people. No, they are there to solve the problem of people. So they should put all these things on writing. Because I love it, because if we have state police, if it is the state police that is we have, I believe all these people that is driving our mother, our brothers, and our sisters from farm will not be happening. It is because we doesn't have police, not to talk of our own state. That is where a foreigner will come and in the name of one Nigeria, they will drive you away from they will destroy your house. Look at the whole iron that cover gutter in those states now, all have been taken away. But if you have your state police, they will make sure those people are being arrested and they suffer, they face the punishment of their crime. So that is for that. Then let me correct one thing. Black Panther, when you are saying something, please don't just, I don't know if that is how they teach you in your side, but in my side, if a dog man married to Urubu or married to Isa, it is not Oriobi. If you don't understand the meaning of Oriobi, a child is.
I'm just making, sorry to
No,
I'm just
please.
making a rough sketch.
So
that you understand,
that is what you
in order
said.
to understand it. I'm not
that
absolute.
Is what you said. That is what you said.
I'm not absolute. I'm using that as an understanding so that you can understand it.
No, sir. That is what you said. I was not told. I listened to it. What they say Oriobi, it is when a person that is, let's say it's not your tribe, he came to your land. That is where it comes. But when they have started living there for long, they don't longer see them as Oriobi. Especially when you give birth to a child in that land, that child is no longer seen as Oriobi. It's very difficult. How will you, some man come and born in your place, they see as Oriobi? Or Urubu man come and born in your place, they see as Oriobi? No. But if it is like part which you know you did not connected to that our blood, it's what when they remain there, they still see them as Oriobi.
See, you are not even explaining it. You are even contradicting yourself.
So then, for you to say for you to say that for you to say that a do person married to a son or married to this, married to that, when he's not doing something, they will not say it is or your blood. No. One thing we always know that when a child is doing well, they will be praising his father, that the father training well. But when the child is not doing good, they will say it is the mother. If that is what you said now, that hey, I will hear, not to say now or you will know whether it is a doe that gave birth to that child. When the child is not doing well, they will say that mama not train her well. If the child is doing well, you say yes, a rabbi, meaning it is father that gave birth to you. So it is not because he married to not a doe speaking person. For you even to say Bini, that shows first you did know you are make an error there. That shows that a doe child, yes, a rawa bio, meaning that a father no take care of you very well. But if you are not doing well, they will begin to blame your mother. That is why I always ask, why are you not blaming the mother when the child is not doing well? But if the child is doing, the father even at home to take care of the child when he's looking for food here and there. So if it is good, it's good. If it is bad, it's bad. Both man and woman have bad.
I believe you don't understand me. That is why I'm saying like this. You don't understand what I say.
It is the words you use. So that is why I have to correct that place. Maybe in your house, they might do it that way, but in our side, they don't do it that way.
1 minute left. 1 minute left.
And the Abike Dabiri who claim people to be monkey. There is no, in black people, they resemble monkey. Whether we are calling our former president Chipazi, gorilla, is it from the east? No. It is because who have sense, who have human life, There are people who doesn't have sense at all. Even she, a place that she live, they will call her black monkey because she's from Africa. So those people will call her monkey. So if she's calling people monkey, she's part of the monkey. So let us, all of us know that it is the Africa or it is the black people they call monkey. It is not tribe. It is all Africa they call monkey. Thank you, Mr. Njawo. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Odua, for the...
Njawo, you give me 10 seconds.
Okay, quickly. You have 1 minute, quickly.
1 minute. Mr. Odua, you see, when somebody is explaining things and is borrowing words to explain it, I am not talking about the tradition. I'm talking about the belief of an average Nigerians, what they believe. And I'm taking words from Edo to analyze it. I'm not saying it's absolute. That is the read. No, I'm trying to make it to paint so that we can understand it. When they said it's not a real Igbo man. That is what I'm trying to explain. I'm not supposed to use those words, but I just borrow those words. So you got to understand where that man is coming from and where you are coming from. You have to fuse it together. That is why I have to say this is how Nigerians are believing, because we are all insecure. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Black Panther. Okay, let me come to Abdul Malik. Abdul Malik, please talk to us. Good evening to you.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Njawo.
Thank you, sir.
Good evening, everybody in the panel.
Abdul Malik, you muted yourself. We can't hear you. You muted yourself.
Oh, sorry for that. Good evening, Mr. Njawo. Good evening, everybody in the panel. Good evening, Nigeria. Abike Dabiri Erewa, Ikoibo monkey. You see, and the position
You mute yourself again. Abdul, you know they look your mic.
It's like it's not me, it's like the phone.
And you see, you muted yourself again. And can you throw the phone away? It's not good.
If you throw the phone away, waiting go talk to you. If you
Mr. Nenjawo, it's not me. It's not me. I don't know why. I'm
your
sorry for
mind
that.
phone. That your mind phone. Can you throw it away and do my leak?
No, it's not
but
about
if you throw the phone away,
sorry for that, Mr. Nenjawo. It's not mandatory. It's only today I experienced it today.
Okay, it's only today. Now you represent of my Jabi.
Only today
That
I
is
experienced
the test run like that one.
Only this moting, please. Sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean this.
We can see you.
This woman that represent a diaspora that call Igbo people monkey, and she represented everybody in the country, right? I see no reason why you have the impetus. You call one particular tribe monkey, understand? It's unacceptable. And my question is this, and my message to the people in the diaspora that based in the country that woman resides, especially the Igbos, they need to carry placards and protest against that woman. Make sure she removed from that office because she's not capable to handle such office. Yes, the place she resides in the diaspora, the Igbos people there, make sure they carry black card peacefully. Even if they carry black card because we're in Western world, they will ask what is the problem. Now they will explain. Make sure that woman is expelled, is dismissed from that office. She's not capable to be in that office. Even the tribalism, everything, we carry them to abroad. I don't know the country, the Nigeria. If you take a look, the other African country, all those French colony, they are not like our people in Nigeria. They are different. They are living. If you see the way they live together like brother, even though they are not brother, but they live together. They call themselves one. But we Nigeria, everywhere we go, we divide ourselves. The kind of mentality, everything, I don't understand. That's why the country is not going anywhere. Yeah, that is the reason why we have seen this how many years, 60 years from now. We have not changed. Okay, how can we move forward? We are not, this woman is not higher, it's not up to 60 years. But look at the world you said. After you are telling somebody is demarketing Nigeria. Already Nigeria is demarketing themselves. Why can't you make such, how can you make such comment? And you represent every tribe in the country, not only one particular tribe. She's not capable to be in that office. She need to be expelled and suspended and dismissed from that position. Yes, because the reason why we Nigeria be the way it is today, just because of the people that they're supposed to be in the position, they are not in opportunity to be in there. Just take a look now. When you are in Nigeria, if you take a look, if you find work to NNPC, even though you are qualified, your certificate is more than the other person, but just because you are not from that tribe, they will not take you. You go to the bank. Lawyers are working in the bank as an accountant. How? What lawyer knows about accounting? About counting? We have a big problem in that country. Everything is collapsed. All the institutions are turned upside down. Look at the video you showed the other last time in the Anambra State when somebody is not a lawyer, he go to impersonate as a lawyer. The country that they don't have data, a country that if Nigeria is a country, they need to know all the lawyers. They make sure the federal government they have all the lawyer data in the country, but they don't. That's why that man have the impetus to go and impersonate as a lawyer. What type of country? They don't even govern the country like they are educated. They govern the country like illiterate. You are trained, but you behave like illiterate. I don't understand. It's very sad. This state of police is welcomable because the state, they know the internal, they know their problem. The federal don't know anything about the state. It's very good idea is to cope the insecurity because the state, they know the internal problem of the state. The federal government don't know anything about the state. But they have been talking about this almost 5 months back, before 5 months back now, right? Till now, they have not done anything about it. Even the constitution, they say they want to amend it today. We have not heard anything. Anything they started, they will not finish it. The country, I don't understand. The way the country is going, I don't really get it. If they start up something, they will not finish it. They will go to another thing again. They don't govern country like that. Fight one thing to the end. Not you jump from one place to another place like monkey, from tree to tree. You see, we have a long way to go. Now the president is jet out of the country, go to the France for 10 days vacation. It's not up to 3 weeks. He came from Brazil to Japan, Abi. Now he go to France again for 10 days vacation. People are buying, and immediately when president go out, there is something want to happen in that country. Between now and front, they will see something newly will happen. But I pray for the good. Thank you very much, Mr. Nigeria Watch.
All right, my brother, Mr. Abdul Malik, thanks for your submission. I appreciate you. Okay, I would like us to hear from Mr. Jonathan now. Guys, press on the like, help us to share. Sometimes we don't remember to ask for these things anymore. But once you come into the panel, just press on the like. In fact, some people, immediately I share my broadcast, I don't see like. Immediately I upload my pre-recorded video, I don't see like. Some people they have that habit. Please always do that. And my panelists, many of them, they join the panel and now they like this broadcast. Many of them, they join the panel and now they share this broadcast.
If na pastor now, they could share them.
Yes, exactly. So I beg, we can do better. God bless you all. I'd like us to move on to Mr. Jonathan. Mr. Jonathan, it's good to have you on the show. As usual, good evening to you, sir. Talk to us.
Thank you, Mr. Elvis. I greet you once again. God bless you.
Thank you. Please, sir, when you are addressing the police, as the state police, I want to hear more about the devolution of power, how that can be possible if they will allow that to go. Thank you, sir.
Mr. Elvis, I greet you once again, and my fellow panelists as well. God bless you all greatly. Mommy Diaspora, welcome. God bless you abundantly. And my commenters and callers, I greet you all. You all welcome. God bless you all greatly. You see, the issue of state police, but before I even go there, let me just say this with respect to Mr. Abdul Malik's submission on Abike Dabiri. You said it correctly, and I'm really happy that at least this came out from this platform directly. It's simply because Nigeria is not normal. It is the president, Mr. Tinubu himself, should ask for a resignation. Period. It shows that we are not citizens.
I have a follow-up question for you if you can take it together.
Okay.
Do you think what she has done is behind Tinubu, and will Tinubu call for arrest? If you can answer
And
that.
I'm not, is that if I said, I put up a caveat before I even said that. I said that Nigeria is not a normal country. If Nigeria were to be a normal country, Tinubu should ask for a resignation. And what she said
it's not that she just said it, in a vacuum. It's just perhaps something that they have sat down together at some point in time, discuss it, talked about it, use those kind of disgusting,
You just
yeah,
now hit the nail on the head, sir. Thank you, sir.
disgusting words to characterize a section of Nigeria, citizens of Nigeria. In a normal climate, Mr. Tinubu should ask for a resignation. It's as simple as that. Nothing else. Nothing caught it. Nothing like being suspended. Nothing like we just have to berate her. No. It's just to ask. That is the least. Normally is to fire her outrightly. Just fire outright. You don't even need to ask her. You don't even need to tell. Just fire. Just make a statement, and it's off. She's off. But because you are you are playing party politics, respectively, you will ask for a resignation. And if she doesn't give you within a matter of hours, then you fire her outrightly. It's as simple as that. Nothing else caught it. Nothing. It's not a normal country. We are not living in a normal country. This is, I don't know what else to call it. How could somebody, a government official, be calling Nigerians monkeys and gorillas? No. This is, and before, in fact, Mr. Abdul Malik, I think you've said it all. I won't be able to say it better. Before you also alluded to the fact that they will say we are demarketing Nigeria, or Nigerians are demarketing the country. Who is demarketing the country now? Who? Again, you've said it all in that regard. I just want to add my own voice. She should just get off the space. And if it is a normal country, it is Mr. Tinubu himself that should lead. Just get her off the space. With respect to the state police thing, see, here's my own take on it. Nigerian politicians don't have the political will to go ahead with state police. They don't have that. The political will is not there. And when you talk of devolution of powers, they can't do it. They just can't do it. You see, that power that they are enjoying at the center is just too sweet to them. Devolution of power simply means that you voluntarily, on your own, giving up certain control. That is just the basic, description of devolution of power. And there is no power that they are holding at the center in Nigeria that is not sweet. Even the least of them is too sweet for them to let go. Is it the distribution of the oil money that they will just let go like that? They can't let go. They will just be doing it in bits and pieces. 20% to the federal government, 60% go to the state, the local government get. What is all that rubbish? You are not supposed to be. It belongs to those subnationals. As a matter of fact, it belongs to the region where that wealth, that money is coming from. That is also part of devolution of powers. They cannot let go. They can't let go. They don't have the political will. Because that is all this, you see, all this nonsense, all this rubbish we're seeing in Nigeria is because of the control right from the center, the control at the center. They cannot let go. They can't let go. If not for the fact that the center is too powerful. What is this nonsense, this rubbish about federal roads? It's simply because just to be able to corner so much resources to this, to the center. We have so many stupid stuff in that country that they should just get rid of. Resource sharing, they cannot let go. State police, they can't do it, because when election comes, who will be in charge? Right now, is the president that is in charge. He controls the entire police force of the entire country. The IG is in his pocket. Because state police simply means that the man at the center, the president, has no control again over what is going on in Lagos or in Zamfara or in Enugu State or somewhere in Borno. No, he has no control any longer once state police is created. So here, the reason why I said they have no political will to devolve this one out of their powers is simply because who will be in charge? Even if they create this state police, you will just see that it will just be a caricature. I bet you on that one. It will just be a caricature. It's not going to work the way state police will work, because the people at the center, the man at the center, will not let go completely. First of all, who control the monies that goes to those state police? Where are those state police getting their budget from? Who sign off on it? Who dictates? Is it not still money coming from the center? You cannot have state police without complete devolution, the complete devolution of powers. You cannot pick state. That is the reason, and they know this. That's why they are, you see, we are talking, Nigerians are talking, but they know the problem behind it. And they know that if they don't solve those problems, this state police thing cannot work. We say state police, fine. Who still gives them money? Who? So which means that the president can still say, I hold on to the money, and then they will go and drag it in court in perpetuity, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. The police will not be able to function because one man is holding on. It is only when every state control their own resources, control what you have, be in charge of your state police 100%. But as I said, they have no political wherewithal, they have no political will to do this, because at the back of their head, they are thinking, when election comes, we will call out the state police. Because right now, once state police is created, if at all is created, you cannot just ship police from Kebbi State to Oyo State, or from Kebbi State to Osun State. You can't do that anymore. It is Osun State Police for Osun State. It is Enugu State Police for Enugu State. The IG cannot go there and do anything anymore. No, you can't. So they know all of this. And around this one, did you know that that's why even Goodluck Jonathan, as I always said, he had the opportunity. It's just because in Nigeria, the Nigerian media are supposed to set the agenda, the narrative. They are not the ones setting the narrative. They are never the ones setting the agenda. It is the politician that is setting the agenda. Because they will just sit down there in one room there, called studio, just be discussing news that are coming out from the government. In fact, now, social media, it is what we do on social media, that is what they will be talking about. When was the last time you watch, when in every country, at least let me say in the Western world, you wake up in the morning, they always have a morning show. That is a flagship. That is the flagship of most TV stations anywhere in the world. They have the morning show. Go to United Kingdom, you see good morning program on BBC. You will see it. They have the ITV have their own. Sky News have their own. This morning, so they start as early as 4:35 a.m. in the morning. That is the flagship. That is their main program. Go to Australia. You will see in the morning on your TV. That is the flagship. So when we are watching the morning show in Nigeria on Arise or the other one on channels, when was the last time, for goodness sake, that you see any of these people give us a solid investigative video that they sent out their correspondent, they come back with what is happening in Nigeria? When was the last time? It is the politicians that are directing the narratives. They pay for it. In fact, they pay. So we hear what they want us to hear. When was the last time that we all wake up in the morning, you tune on your TV to the morning show? When you get to your office, everybody in any country, you put on your TV in your office, you are watching the morning show as you are doing your work. Because there is no single day that they will not put out something interesting. Some of them start from 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. in the morning, you will see something interesting to watch. Even if you watch it for 30 minutes, 40 minutes, you will see something interesting to watch. Not in my own Nigeria. No. It is what the government is giving them that they are giving us. So they cannot. That is why I blame the president, Goodluck Jonathan. I blame him so much. That's the issue I have with him. And Nigerian media will not ask questions. Now some people are touting that Jonathan should come back. How? Good man. Yes, he's a good man. But politically, I don't think so. He conducted a national conference. All this devolution of power. You don't need to go too much. That document, read the first 11 pages of that document. You will see what devolution of power is talking about. And you don't need to go deep. 20-minute read, first 11 pages. You will see they talked about devolution, everything about it, the resource control, how they will do the revenue sharing, state police, everything. They all stated it there on that document. And you have a president who refused to do that. What's he coming back to do? And they are still touting him. To do what? If they have the because they always believe that the status quo will continue to benefit them. So they are not ready to change it. Who want to create, who is that president who will go ahead and create state police? When you know, once you create state police, you can't rig. It will be much difficult for you to rig election. Even if you still rig, it is another hurdle to cross. He who plays the tune dictate the
Oga Jonathan. It is even an aberration for you to use a civil police to rig election.
But because that is what it is going on, in their brains, that if we set up state police,
why are they civil? How can you use your civility to come and rig election that you will benefit from?
See, everything that we've been hearing, we've been saying in the past few weeks, make no mistake about it. Insecurity is part of the APC political strategy. If you like, take it or leave it at your own peril. It is part of it.
That's what Dati said yesterday.
Yes, the continuous security is part of their is embedded in their politics. They cannot survive politically if insecurity is taken off.
Why is that so, sir? Now,
why is it so?
It's obvious. Why now? It's obvious.
We know.
I know the reason.
The reason is because See, part of the reason is because it will sustain them in power, to continue to keep them in power. And you are asking them, somebody who is using insecurity to perpetrate themselves in power, you are asking them to create state police.
Mr. Jonathan, 1 minute, sir.
Yes. So I don't see that happening. I don't just see that happening. And finally, let me just use these few seconds to talk about Mr. P.O.'s statement regarding Mr. Tinubu. Nigeria, as I always say, is a country of lies. It's built on lies. The president lies as he likes, just as he likes. Any time, any day, he just comes out there to lie. If you play what Mr. P.O. was referring to, was Mr. Tinubu was talking about revenue, just came out and lied. I don't understand. He said that the Nigerian government, his own government that he is in charge of, he said they are not borrowing from local banks. That's a lie. Why you look at people right in the face, your own citizens, your own people that you are superintending over them, and you look at them straight in the face and you lied that you are not borrowing money. You are borrowing money, period. There's no time to go into that. You are borrowing massively from the locals. Yes. And you are lying. As if revenue is everything. Okay, give it to you. You have gathered all the revenue for 2025. In other words, you have surpassed it. Okay, if you have done that, what is the percentage of the 2025 budget that has been paid for, or project that has been executed so far? Many of these people are talking about the fact that they are not getting money. All these projects are just on paper, no money to fund them. So, Mr. Tinubu, if your revenue is up to date, where is the money going to? Where is it going to? On top of the external borrowing, you want to buy Nigerians. You want to buy this country completely. You are borrowing externally. You are borrowing internally, and you are claiming you are not. And on top of that, you said your revenue is intact. You have even exceeded it. So all this money combined together, so what is happening? Why are people not getting money to implement the project that you yourself inserted in the 2025 budget? Why? Where is the money going to? These are just simple questions that Nigeria needs to ask. The Nigerian media need to ask these people, but they won't. That is why he will have the guts to come out and lie to people that is not borrowing. You are borrowing. In fact, you have borrowed trillions of naira from Nigerian banks. Yes, that's on record. You have borrowed from me because I bought Nigerian treasury bond. That is borrow. Millions of Nigerians, you have borrowed from them. Yes, you borrowed from them. So don't come out and say you are not borrowing. You borrowed trillions of naira. You have already borrowed. That's why I say it's a country of lies. And nothing will stand on lies. Mr. Evans, I will leave it there for now. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thanks, everyone.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Jonathan. God bless you, sir. Thank you for that wonderful submission. Could you give us some other? Are you ready now?
Yes, sir. If you allow me, sir.
You know you are very good in interjecting people. If not you, no interject me. No interject me. In fact, we need to look for better penalty.
We don't talk am again. I be talk am. I beg you for me.
Don't mind now. Go ahead, talk to us.
You know what, Lee? We got the final $50 per interjection henceforth.
Now he interject fast for this platform. And he selfish. You know they let you interject him.
$50 per interjection of give us a mandate moving forward.
Who shall be my brother, my brother? That one be your slogan. My brother, not be your slogan.
My brother. Now you they speak so. The way we talk earlier, I don't know where it come from. Even though in the Texas, I don't know whether now India been real Texas. But I greet you, Mr. Elvis. Black
Thank you,
Panther,
my
no
brother.
worry. We know we'll decide your case later. I know where we'll put you. Thank you very much. Well, I greet all the panelists. I greet Nigerians all over the world. Comment section, I greet you all, Mr. Abu Aziz, Mr. Justin Amala. Thank you very much. Mommy Diaspora, and then to Mommy Diaspora, mother of mothers, we celebrate you. You know, say today, I mean, like you pass, as like yesterday, I mean, they like you pass for this channel. I don't care what anybody think about her. They can even drink starch, but I mean, they drink and join her. Well, I mean, like you pass, Mama. Thank you. You go live long, Mama. You go pray for us. So I don't know whether somebody there will like you pass me, but I like you pass everyone.
Amen.
Thank you, man.
Amen. Now you are Madarita, the drag
No. Why you go carry me? They join people. We come for APC now. Are you serious?
Wait, to give us a mandate. Wait. Meanwhile, they back with my children.
It's not just another 50 today.
No problem.
Me, I carry children. I'm for his back.
Now back then I did. I know the front. So when I say for our back, you go carry on in Nigeria for our back. Well, Mama, we love you all. Both Madam Rita, Madam Rita, Madam Rita, Madam Micho, everybody, all our women, we love you. Madam Rita, we love you. Thank you very much. Well, let me start. Well, Mr. Jonathan, thank you very much for your for that speech. Black Panther, Mr. Abdul Malik, and Mr. Odua, I thank you all for your speech. Thank you very much. And like you said, well, let me maybe I start on this that you end up with last. The treasury bond or treasury bills that they are selling in Nigeria. People are buying it now. Don't you think that in the long run that may even set the country into trouble? Because the question I ask myself is when they come up with this issue of treasury bill and then treasury bonds, now you collect those money, right? To do what? To fund projects. Now, is the country producing anything to salvage the situation? If there are no production, there is no way you can make revenue to pay your debt. You can talk about internal generated revenue and things like that. That is not how government run. That's not how government run. And that's why Mr. Peter Gregory said, for us to thrive as a nation, we must produce. What is Nigeria producing today? Barely nothing. They just basically depend on oil. And so now you ask yourself, even the oil revenue, can it salvage the situation? And that's why Mr. Peter said, agriculture alone is enough to feed our country. And we just look away from oil. Do you know, sir, that what we have in Benin Empire, where Madam Rita just came from, or the roads in that empire, Benin Empire through tourism can feed the country. Is a food basket of the nation. Why? Because you can now take Benin Empire, liken it to Dubai, and see what Dubai literally survive on tourism. All the golds that you see in Dubai are not from Dubai. They are basically from Nigeria and then other countries, other parts of the world. So Dubai mainly live on tourism. I think Mr. Elvis, you went to Dubai I think about 2 years ago, last year. Just for tourism. We know probably you can tell us how much you pay for hotel, how much the flight cost you, and rental cars and where you went to. You spend basically more money there just as a tourist. So if you're now liking what we have in Benin Empire and other places in Nigeria, tourism itself can feed Nigeria, and we look away from oil. But will they do that? No. Why? Because they thrive on what you just discussed, power grabbing. And that's why devolution of power will not work. It will never work unless we have somebody like Gregory Peter Obi as president. Why do I say that? Now, look at the minds of a criminal. It's just like you get a cat. You have a cat in your house, and you now fry fish and put the fish in front of the cat and say, "You cat, oh, be watching this fish for me, oh." I wonder what will happen to that fish by the time you return. So that is what is happening today. These guys are good in grabbing it all, and they just sit on it. Whether you want them to devolve power or not, they will never do it. They know it's good for the country. As a matter of fact, where we look out for democracy, that is what place there. For example, where I live in Texas or in America, for example, Greg Abbott, which is the governor of Texas, can sign some things will sign into law. As a matter of fact, we have a bunch of laws that are being signed in this new political dispensation. They are being signed into law. Like, for example, there was fraud that happened in, somewhere in the air country some months ago. People died. Now there's a legislation on how to fix that place, how to make that place now, how to make it safe for people. It was voted on by all of the people. They sent a bill to the governor. The governor had to sign it. He didn't go to Washington, D.C. He went to the desk of the governor of Texas, Greg Abbott, and then he signed that into law. So he signed that into law. Sorry for the few seconds wait. He signed that into law. So, but in Nigeria, these guys are just bent on grabbing it all. They can never do that. And they're going to state police. As a matter of fact, local schools, elementary schools, middle schools, high schools, colleges, community colleges, and then universities have their own police department here in the US, funded by those organizations. For example, UNT Denton is a school here. They have their own police department. They get their funding from whatever is paid by students, and maybe some few things from either state or from other donors. They pay them. It doesn't come from the state. It doesn't come from the federal.
I'm sorry, my brother. I'm sorry. I'm kind of like lost in what you're talking about. How is it in correlation to what's going on in Nigeria? So I'm just kind of like lost. Because everything I don't know. Please,
Okay,
can you
ahead.
explain? No, just explain further because I'm kind of lost. Like, what are you talking about?
So now they talk about state policing, right? They want to do state policing, but what we are saying here is that they won't do it. And how does state police operate? They operate being funded by each state in places where they are being practiced. On the center fund them, but in Nigeria, would that work? No, it cannot work. And this is the reason why the man in the center wants to have it all. He wants to have the chief of defense staff. He wants to have the chief of police. He wants to have everything in his hand, so that when election comes, he can use them against the people. But just make a question: why is working in other countries and it won't work in Nigeria? That's what I'm trying to explain here. If you get that now, and how those things are being funded for. So, but why are we suffering in our country? They know what to do, but doing it is their problem. And why? Because they live on production. We are not producing anything, and so there are no money coming in to fund these things. Because in each state, there can be companies in each state where things are being produced, employment is there. They can make money, they can do things on their own, generate revenue, and then do things on their own. But those things will not work because of the state of our country today. Things are being destroyed. They will not devolve power. They will not allow these things to happen. That is the mind of a criminal. And so, if you think it will happen, forget about it. It will never happen. Unless we have somebody like Peter Gregory Obi. It is good for our country. It is good for the nation. That's how you can make the nation progress. But these current guys in power will never allow it to happen. They will never. It is so sad. Now, going to the issue of Abike Dabiri, for example, that I was talking about, I would not want to give it much attention because why? Before this thing happened, Remi Tinubu said more than that in Lagos now. And if you think that Abike has just called Igbos monkeys or chimpanzees, no, she has basically called all the black race monkeys. So for me, it includes me as Yoruba man, it includes you as an outside lady or wherever you come from. She had just called all of us monkeys and chin person. But that's their mindset. Now they know the election is coming down the line. It's a way to distract Nigerians from the core matters. What is the core matter? Nigerians are suffering today. Tinubu is jetting out. He just came back from a 10-day trip, and all of a sudden he's going out again. Now Abike is calling our Southeasterners monkeys. It's a way to distract us from what Tinubu is doing. It's a way to take our attention away from the core matter. So Nigerians, as much as this is derogatory, as much as it can be destroying, I will not pay it more attention, because why? Their intention is to distract us from the core matters. So for me, Abike, whether you believe it or not, they know what they are doing is a planned game, and is what they are planned. So, but Nigerians, my call to Nigerians is that we need to arise and take back our country, and that's where I will hang it. Thank you very much. I yield the mic.
Okay, give us a mandate. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Mama Aisho, it's good to have you on the show. Good evening to you, ma. Let's talk to us.
Good evening, speaking. I throw a salute. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, beloved. Good afternoon from here. And good afternoon, my wonderful mom that is carrying me and my children at her back. Since you not fall, me are not the fall, and my children not the fall. Greetings to all the panelists, greetings to the listener, to the commenter, and to those who will listen later. And special greeting to my very good friend, Tony Africa. I throw a salute. I see you for comment section. I don't land like Land Rover. And I want to send message to this person again. You dey go backyard, go dey throw away apology to my daughter. Your apology is unaccepted. I for say make she accept your apology. But because you don't narrate her story negatively to many mouths, if you want make we settle the matter, you go bring every person when you talk about my daughter to negatively to the conference table, where Mama H.O. will be the chairperson of that conference. And everything when you talk for the back of my daughter to all these people, you go repeat her in front of the people. Then you go come tender your apology. Without that, your apology is unaccepted. How can you see somebody who is already a victim in pain, and you can't carry your shoulder so hard? You can't turn yourself to Papa God. You can't insult her. You can't make her to cry. That cry has reached the throne of God, and your apology is unacceptable. And if you don't settle this matter, well, I will cast you in the social media space, because from every indication, you are not a Christian. You belong to the Gothic Christian, because the Bible says, Jesus said, there are sheep and there are goats. And anyone that makes the son, the daughter of Zion to cry, you belong to who? Goat Christian, and I will treat you likewise. You know yourself. And those, when they carry my message from here, go give her. Please, alele, left, right, carry this one to go meet the person, because he knows himself. Having said that, daughter, relax. And to any of my children, any person, when he treats you worthless, the person, me ain't go put leg for the same pint. And now they follow people, they put leg for trouser, because every person don't follow and put leg for trouser. When I come, they treat my children Una treat am in the past when Mama H.O. never assumed her rightful position. So since she don't assume her rightful position in the life of all her children, anyone that makes any of my child to cry, you belong to the category of the hawk. And as the mother hen, Mama H.O., the mother hen, will not allow any hawk to snatch any of my child from me anymore, except your matter not reach my table. If you reach my table, me and you go wear the same pants, not be say na trouser, because you are not better than the politician that you dey pretend say you dey criticize or you dey fight against. You are evil, you are wicked, and you are a Satan number one pikin. Nonsense. Having said that, Abike, Dabiri, if you know your work very well, you go know say it is your responsibility to make sure all the embassy in Nigeria, in the whole world, where Nigeria has embassy, they are well funded, so that their staff will take care of my children very well. But no, instead of doing that, you dey call my Igbo children monkey. Abike, look your face for mirror. You resemble monkey more than anything. No wonder you dey refer to this one when he find pass you as monkey. See your face like monkey that eat banana. You know the shape. Abike, Dabiri, go and do your job. Make sure all the embassy are well funded. You dey hear me? Because me and you, we go so wear put leg for the same pint, and even your own girl, I go dip my leg inside your brazier. You, because you be woman like me, and you are supposed to be a mother, but you are nothing but a bigotry, tribal bigotry monkey like you. Make you see that your matter. That matter when you talk about my Igbo children and my Igbo uncle and my Igbo family, until you come out in the national TV to come and apologize and withdraw that your statement, henceforth, me and you don't put leg for the same pint and the same brazier, monkey goat like you, when you don't know anything. Are you not supposed to represent the diaspora? How many years you don't occupy that office? You've not been able to put into law, make diaspora people they vote. Are you not ashamed? You they smell your matter, they smell for nose. Evil shit is smell perfume past you. So therefore, if you know your work too well, two things you must do. Make sure all the embassies are well funded so that they will take good care of my children. One, make sure before the next election that diaspora voting is approved. Without achieving that, me and you we get fight to fight. Abike, Dabiri. You go so hear from me because plenty of my children, they traffic them to all plenty Arab country when they do slaves and they bring them back home. And me and you go do that job and we will bring all my children back home, rehabilitate them and make them useful in their country. Mrs. Goatee, Mrs. Monkey, the mother, the monkey, the daughter, the monkey, the Asian.
All right.
Sorry,
Thank you.
I move forward. T-Pain, Ajala, the traveling master. All the money when you don't spend, they do travel. You never feel bring any better company home. That money is enough to fund university. ASRU for not they threaten to go on strike. But you see, nothing there your brain. The only thing when there your brain, I have to rig my children's election and come into power and continue to loot. I know how much you don't loot. You don't loot 5 trillion naira. When you wanted to vote for not, Chief Tinubu, so you can't see, so when you carry that 5 trillion naira, go give them for not, they go can't give you power, they go collect your money, and they're not going to vote you. because you be naughty than a disgrace, you be naughty than a thief. Thief Tinubu, you go carry money through lawyer for America. Go make sure they see your record. Make them not expose her. Now lie you talk. Shebi you see so you get money. You say more money and more money. Let me tell you, nobody you get money. My children get money, and they go fund wetin we go take make sure your record is leaked before the next election. You think so now you get sense pass. Connie man die. Connie man burial. Chief Tinubu, my senior boyfriend. Chief Tinubu, but if I don't elect your wife, in the beg for money, I want to do back there, come and donate. Rats, Tinubu, do not beg Nigeria for any birthday present. You say when I get money, when I rich, they can't eat Nigeria money, but for every education, when I poor, or when I rich, when I come greedy people, only, can eat that for money. Chief Tinubu and those who are doing evil, can't you see what happened to Samuel Ekpa? All of you sponsoring terrorism.
1 minute left.
What happened to Samuel?
1 minute.
Yes, sir. And to you all of them when they claim say Samuel is fighting for Biafra, and yet now they donate money for her when they give account. She be when he reach court for finish waiting talk. He saying they use create content. What a shame. Around up for them now. The remaining time I could take and fetch over and Obi because I must tell me what I want to do with my children. Thank you and God bless us.
Mama Yesho, this woman, you go like Sagao. Hey God, hey, not be small tea. Hi, fire. Yes, sir.
Can you just allow me 1 minute? Let me just ask one question. Mr. Jonathan, I don't know if you can probably talk to this. Somebody was saying that $50 billion was invested into the Nigerian economy. And I wonder where that 50 billion naira is. If you can truly explain that to us.
Now, Mr. Jonathan, I carry the money.
No, so now be the economist here in a way. So maybe they say 50 billion. I mean, Mr. Ellis, you in Nigeria now.
You might not be aware, so how can you answer what?
You did Nigeria, Mr. Elvis.
If I did Nigeria, does it mean I'm dining with Tinubu? You say you travel Lagos for years.
Okay, and they say Nigeria they produce. What they produce for Nigeria? If you can, at least you did Nigeria now. If you can tell us. I wonder.
That they produce ethnicism, tribalism, nepotism.
I wonder.
They produce Boko Haram.
Ask for the reason. You tell me that $50 billion has been into the Nigerian economy. Man,
okay, let me move on. Thank you.
Make it a play.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you. Mother Rita, it's good to have you on the show. Please talk to us, man. Good evening to you.
Yes, good evening, Mr. Elvis, and greetings to my lovely mommy. I love you very much, mommy. Let me greetings to everybody in the comment section, and of course the panelists too.
Mother Rita, when you are done, you have 10 minutes. Please take final submission amongst everyone, please. Thank you, ma'am. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. I think I'm just going to talk about 2 or 3 things. I'm going to respond to Mr. Jonathan when you were talking about the media and what the media was supposed to do. Like you have Good Morning America, CP24 in Canada, and that kind of stuff. There's one thing you need to realize, and I'm being realistic here. You and I know that every media what will I call them now? Entrepreneur. For example, Unduka Obiabena of Arise TV. They all have instructions from Asu Rock. Whatever their instructions are, is what they display. Whether it's channels or Arise or whatever, it is controlled. So you cannot really blame the journalists who cannot do investigative journalism or talk more about the number of people that have been pied every day, even with the Dangote trucks and what's going on. Not just Dangote trucks, trucks generally in Nigeria. They kind of alter the news so that people wouldn't know. It's deliberate. It's instruction, from the man from Babylon. It's instruction from the federal government. So all these journalists we see on TV, they really have no power. Thank God for social media. Yes, thank God for social media, where you can go independently, open your channel. That's what Sheon had to do. That's what Really on Fire had to do. You understand? And if you notice, most of the news that these people are putting in their podcasts, or their YouTube channels, it's not what they put out on TV, because they are under some sort of, they're kind of, I've used the word semi-gagged. So you see, outside their jobs, people like Sheon now, outside his job, he has a podcast where he can say the things that his Oga has not allowed him to say, or investigate the things that his Oga has not allowed him to say under his media house. So at the end of the day, we say thank God for social media. That is one thing that the man from Babylon and his rugrats cannot stop people from channeling or operating on. So that is where we are today. So whatever it is that they come on TV, don't blame them. It's instructions. What you should do is go to their own private social media. Then you will see the news that they really want to say that they cannot say on TV. Moving along, I was just looking at this the tweet about Abike Dabiri. First of all, I just want to say that it has not been confirmed that Abike Dabiri is mentally unstable. And it's not a joke. She actually is mentally unstable. If you guys can remember, when VDM went to, I don't know whether it's Libya, I don't know, or one of these neighboring Niger, I can't remember. And he was talking about rescuing some little girls. And then she tweeted something and she was laughing. She just put the laugh emoji, and that really upset VDM. He was almost in tears, like, are you kidding me? You are laughing at a situation like this?
I remember that. You are very right.
Yes, so you see, she's not mentally stable. She's not. Now she's laughing at somebody who made a comment, about the Southeastern Bloc, and I actually went to really go deeper. What really happened is there's this disgruntled person. First of all, I really don't think with everything going on, it's not really about a tribe thing, because we have some Yoruba, we have some Igbo people, even Bini people who are good people, the same way we have disgruntled people of these different tribes in Nigeria. When we have one called Wale Akerele, Wale S. Akerele, he's the one who started it. And I went through his tweets. He's one of those rugrats that have been paid. His tweets is constantly, I don't know if there's another word to use, after constantly, is passionately against anybody against this fraudulent government. Yes, Wale S. Akerele, yes. And he's proudly doing it. He has 40,000 plus followers, so he's one of those rugrats that have been paid. And then he was the one who made a statement to say, my sister, you are doing very well. This is to Madam Unstable Abike Dabiri. He said, my sister, you are doing very well. Allow those monkeys to continue to make unnecessary noises. They are born to be ungrateful. And then she laughed. It was that her laugh that kind of sparked an outrage. Like I said, she's not stable. Now, I actually went to Abike's, I forwarded this to you. I don't know if it's okay if I should read it. The tweet that there's one, Mazi Nna Emeka. He said, I think it was trying to respond to Rufai. He said, "Dear Really on Fire, in the original tweet, Madam Abike laughed at the word Igbos. She laughed at the word. Igbos was never mentioned. Go back and read it line by line. You people are deliberately dragging in something." And then you see people praising Abike Dabiri, don't mind them. They're saying Mrs. Abike Dabiri earlier posted a video of a trafficked girl she identified as Mercy, who was rescued from Libya on Monday. In reaction to Mrs. Abike Dabiri's post, an ex-user, Wale Akerele, posted and lauded the NIDCOM boss for her work, while berating Igbos as monkeys, children of gorillas, and I don't want to call that name. He said, "My sister, you are doing well. Allow those monkeys to continue to make unnecessary noises. They are born to be ungrateful people. Those animals tagging you are children of gorilla. History told us about them. Kudos to you, madam." You know, so see what my sister has done. And Omoale Jati Jati was referencing to somebody. So anyway, it is very, very unfortunate that we have
Madam Rita, all the tweets that you've just read,
yes,
is there any one of them that Abike responded to? And what was her response?
I just said it. The useless Mr. Akere, the disgruntled Akerele,
Yeah.
was the one who was insulting the Igbo. Well, he didn't really, yeah. And then her response was a plethora of laughing emojis. That's like what she did. So she's agreeing to what he's saying.
Yeah, that's it then. That's it.
She's validating what he's saying.
She can't exonerate herself from
yes, I'm just trying to give, people what my understanding is. And I wanted to say something. It's so unfortunate that present day Nigeria, every person working under the man from Butler's administration, they're all disgruntled. I'm not saying it with any due respect. I repeat, I am not saying with any due, they are all disgruntled from top to bottom. They are all disgruntled. And the reason why they behave the way they behave, because they know that the drug baron from Bodilon Avenue has placed them to do the work he wants them to do, and he's not going to do anything. Take a look at Wike now. Wike is telling you that he's driving a Rolls Royce, proudly saying that, why can't he drive a Rolls Royce? With so much audacity. Abike can laugh about a tweet about somebody making fun or degrading an ethnic group in Nigeria. Baya Nanuga can come out and say things and insult the Igbos. Who else again? What's this? Daniel Bola can come and talk from two sides of his mouth like somebody who is obviously mentally unstable. Nothing happens. Wike can come and insult the Pope and even insult Peter Obi and even insult the Igbos. No, nothing's going to happen. Do you know why? Because they call Nigerians fools. And you know what? They are right. I'm sorry to say that, but that's what it is. Because Nigerians won't do nothing. Abike Dabiri will come to diaspora now. Some Igbos. I am not even going to talk about any other tribe now. Some Igbos will still welcome this woman. You guys listen to my lovely Igbo brothers and sisters. Some of you, she will come to diaspora. Most of you will give her a kiss and put the red carpet on your wrapper on the floor. Forgetting, because Nigeria, they have amnesia most times, forgetting that she has validated somebody's tweet against you, calling you derogatory names. It's the same way these government officials come to diaspora, you guys roll the red carpet. You're all fools. I'm sorry to say, but you have to hear the truth, man. You're damn fools. Abike now, she's putting a spread on, she's in Arab Calabar now, putting that on her tweets, trying to tell me that there'll be some Igbo people there who were celebrating her. Yes. So you see, it's like you said, Mr. Jonathan, Nigeria is not a normal country. We are not even normal. Many people have mentally unstable. Many people have PTSD. So we cannot even recognize what is wrong or what is right. We can't recognize it. We can't. We cannot recognize it. It's just, okay, somebody has said it. Okay, next. Nothing. You won't even digest what has been said or what has been done. Move on. People pass away.
Madam Rita, what about Ohaneze?
Listen, Abike Dabiri will be in the midst of Ohaneze, whether there's a faction or not, they will still welcome this woman.
Thank you.
That is the foolishness of what I'm trying to identify. You all are fools. I'm not just talking about the Igbos now. Every single person in diaspora now, Abike Dabiri will come and will spread red carpet. Somebody that's supposed to be chairman of Nigeria's in Diaspora Commission, forgetting that she had validated a tweet insulting people of a certain tribe in Nigeria. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. for the fact that he has not been able to make diaspora voting for us is enough reason not to even open the door for her.
No, Mama, see that's in fact that's a different kettle of fish discussion. I don't want to go there because Abike Dabiri, she's just a stooge. She has no power about. If you want to talk about diaspora voting, we should talk about the Nigerian Senate. Fine, because of her position, and she should know the value of the diasporans, right? And she's not even putting anything. So she's just there to make her. She's just a figurehead there. You understand? Possibly an SPV as well, because her ministry is a very good ministry for SPV. A chairman of Nigerians in diaspora. So if they want to push foreign currency now through that channel, it's very easy. So she has to stay there.
Thank you.
Yes, she has to stay there. So what I'm trying to say is my lovely Nigerian people, especially those in diaspora, make una they shine on our eye. All these government officials, when they could stop rolling red carpet to them, tell them the nonsense, because the ones in Nigeria, apparently, it seems that many of them are just passive. They don't even know what is going on. But I expect the ones in diaspora now, if Madam Nido comes to, let's say, North America now, I don't expect any one of you to roll a carpet on her. I expect every one of you to have placards telling her to apologize and apologize for validating, insulting an ethnic group or insulting any group. In fact, I can't even say an ethnic. It's like every black person. Because we all know what racism has done to the world, from Europe to North America to South America to Asia, West and East India. They call us the M name. And then there you go now, a disgruntled idiot called Akerele is not using that same derogatory word. How bad can that be? If he can say that, then if the white man is calling us monkeys, we have to shut up because we just validated an idiot. You see where I'm going? They keep calling us fools. And you know what? They are freaking right. When people like me come and talk about stop celebrating these government officials, when I keep talking about when Governor Obaseki came to North America, I called all of you fools for accepting. You people think, oh, she hates him so much. Oh, what is she saying? You're bloody damn fools. Yes, you're bloody damn fools. Abike Dabiri will come to diaspora. You're going to celebrate her. You're bloody damn fools. Because if you guys cannot correct them, where you know that the quality of life is better where you are, if you cannot correct them, then don't expect the people in Nigeria to talk. Because you know what? The changes that Nigeria needs is kind of starts from us in diaspora. When we start telling these people that they have no value to us, that they are useless and that they are wicked, in fact, when they come, they will come like a thief in the night and go back. You will never know they arrived. But when you keep celebrating them, they will have the audacity to raise your shoulder, come to your houses, come to your barbecues. You guys open parties for them and celebrate them. You're bloody damn fools. Mr. Elvis, let me pause here because I'm just going to be calling everybody a fool right now. Thank you. Okay, this is the last submission. Black Panther, I think you're the first. The last submission, 2 minutes.
Yeah. Thank you, Madam Rita. The reason why they will not approve vote for diaspora, you all might not know, but we should press on that seriously so that they will approve it. When they approve it, Nigeria will be liberated. That's the time we will start getting our electoral stuff right. If they approve it, they know what I'm saying. If they dare approve it, our electoral structure will be gotten right. Now you can go deeply. You know, I'm talking wisdom because I don't want to go into, because a lot of secrets will get open. Because Obi has been saying that the diaspora must vote. I know what he's saying. I understand what he's saying. If you understand, you should be pressing for Obi to come into power. You should be pressing. You don't know what you are facing. I want to talk about the devolution of power of the police. You see, when the constitution, if you write a constitution, the power of police should not rest in the hands of one person. The power should be broken, and the terms should be there. The terms and conditions should be there, written there. And two, another thing which I want them to note, to my own
suggestion to the constitution. And we want the power to be devoluted, to be shared among the judiciary and the federal. The reason for this is because of the way our elections are being run. Because the more you expand the civil operation, the civil way of guiding the people, the more you expand it, the lesser the corruption in it. Now, if you come to America, the chief judge, any judge will order the police, and spontaneously the police will react. Why? Because there's a law that says you cannot obey an unlawful order from any arms of the government. Unlawful order, and you are protected by the constitution, and the protection is sealed, no matter which court you carry to. You cannot do that person anything. You cannot even touch wherever he is, his position. You cannot even touch it, and you cannot manipulate it. So devolution of power, what I would suggest is it should not stand in the hands of one of the arms of government. It should be separated, and the terms and modus operandi of it should be quite stated. And the operational, the people operating it, there should be a law that will protect them, because unlawful orders are being given, and the Nigerian police, which is not a police, it's a force, they take it and they act on it. They cannot. All those that are saying that the military obey the last order, that's a wrong statement. There's nothing like obey the last order. The military does not obey an unlawful order. There's nothing like obey the last order. Military. All this they are teaching you is sort of a gangster rules. Are putting in a modern way a gangster rules. That is what they are putting. There's nothing like obey the last order. You obey a lawful order. An unlawful order, you disobey it, and you must be protected. That is what we don't have in our constitution. That's why I say the constitution should be trash, and we'll get a new constitution. That's when every one of the tribe will not have this rejecting. They will be protected, and they will love and accept everybody and respect every tribe in Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Black Panther. Next person, Mr. Odua. Final submission, sir. 2 minutes. Okay, Mr. Odua is not there. Mr. Abdul Malik, you have 2 minutes. Final submission.
Yeah, good evening, Madam Rita.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, I heard something from my panelists. How can you employ somebody that is mentally not stable as an international organization? It's not normal. Somebody that is mentally not stable, it would have not been. He shouldn't have been employed in that position. Yes, because people that are not stable are mental. Either they go to the street or they go to the market. I don't believe. She knows what she said. She's very stable. Her mental is very stable. She knows what she said. It's just because of she's kind of a woman, but she don't know. I don't know if she has child, understand? Because somebody who have child and you based in a foreign country, you don't behave that way. Then you cannot be, because if somebody did it to you, how are you going to feel? Or if somebody call you such name, how are you going to feel? Sometimes I don't even know how woman be reason. Because before you, something that they will not do to you, don't do it to anybody. Yeah, because if you did it to somebody, how the person will feel? If the person is in your shoe. Well, that is what I have. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much, Abdul Malik. I didn't understand what you were saying, because you were saying that you don't understand why they will employ somebody who's not mentally stable. The man that that hired her, is he mentally stable? So is the blind leading the blind? Anyway, thank you very much, sir. The next person, Mr. Jonathan. Final submission, sir. 2 minutes.
Thank you. I hope I don't know. Unfortunately, these 2 minutes will be enough. But I just want to highlight on 2 things. Actually, I had one, but I want to highlight this area that Mr. Black Panther talked about local government, and that the powers or the body that will control should go to the central and the judiciary. I don't subscribe to that. And I don't subscribe to the powers going to the governor, the chief executive of the state. No. For me, if we want to solve the problem once and for all, we want to truly, genuinely have state police. The powers to appoint the state chief police must go to the local government. All the local government in each state, they have to have the veto power. Each local government will have the veto. All of them will vote on who they will appoint as their chief police officer in that state. It will make us, you and I, Nigerians, to focus more on local government elections, because we know that these are the people.
Mr. Jonathan, sorry.
Yeah.
The local government will have their own police. So if you have to say they should vote for it, that means you are removing the powers of the governor as the chief security officer.
Wait. Please, you see, Nigerians, please don't let us romance this and make it more complicated than it is. Even if there are local government state system in place, this local government will still have the power to choose who their chief police for the state will be. See, I'm talking about ensuring that power is not given to one man. If we run away from the federal, from the president who is controlling the inspector general of police, we ended up giving it to governor. It's all the same. It's just cosmetic change. The governor becomes powerful in that state. But when you take it and you spread it, so that, see, some state has 30 local government, some has 25 local government. How they will control the entire local government becomes impossible to me, because Nigerians will now have to vote, and each local government will have to veto. If local
okay, I understand what you're saying now.
If the chairman, for example, let me take Lagos State. If the chairman of Lagos Island local government say, I don't want this man, all of them have to come in consensus and say, this is our man. So that man will be no man's man. He doesn't rest, he doesn't care. He will be there and he will just do his job. You see, that's just the way. But as I said earlier, they will never have the political will, because that is the way to solve the problem and solve it once. As I said, see, there are better ideas. On this platform alone, we can stay here for 3-4 hours and come up with a bulletproof process. Though there is nothing guaranteed, human beings will always find a way. But we can, just on this platform, talk less of bunch of senators and House of Rep all across states and state rep all over, that they cannot come up with something, if not for the fact that they have no political will to go ahead and do it. But with rest, finally, I just want to say this. See, I wanted to talk on it in my original earlier submission, but no time. And I believe Mama Echo touched
1 minute more, sir.
Thank you. Mama Echo touched it on the Nigerian foreign missions and embassies. Now, they are broke. They have no money. A lot of them are owing. And Mr. Tinubu, in another breath, is telling us that he has collected revenue. He even surpassed it. Tell me how that adds up. Tell me how that makes sense. If you have that revenue, truly, and the money is available, why is it that our foreign missions are now in, if I put it quote and unquote, abject poverty? How and why? So you can see that it doesn't make any sense. It's all lies. It's just all lies. Nigerians think. Don't let us be fools.
So there's no budget for external affairs ministry. Is that what they're telling us?
Thank you very much. Please, Baba Echo is the next person. 2 minutes now.
Mr. Tinubu has even refused to appoint ambassadors. 2 years, he's on his 3rd year. No ambassadors all over. The man refused to. He's the one in charge of Nigeria and Nigerian missions and embassies all over the world. Nobody. So nobody to talk to. You know his fears? Miss Madam Rita, please just give me 10 seconds, please. You know one of his fears? This is my own opinion. No? You know one of his fears? If Mr. Tinubu appoints Nigerian ambassador to say United States of America, he will have nothing to hide again, because the likes of Trump will call that man in and get everything that they want to get from him. So he's afraid to his pants. He can't do it. So let's just leave it open. That is it. It is the Nigerian ambassador that will be the spokesman. He will be
Thank you.
Wow. Na criminal, Bisha.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Jonathan.
I appreciate it.
Mama Hecho, you're the next one. Your final submission, 2 minutes, please.
All right. See now, boyfriend. I just found out say you don't add another title to your name today. The chief liar. You said there is no corruption in your administration. And the padding of the budget of 2025 with 6.5 trillion, be 6.20 trillion by your only Ekpa. Not be bribe, not be corruption be that. Where did I use the 6.5 trillion they do? Not be thief. And you now be the leader of the thief. If I thief na small name for you, you are the chief terrorist of Nigeria. You are the one that is terrorizing us. Chief Tinubu, the senior boyfriend, and they come for you later. Anyway, to Obi and Showore, two of you must work together. If you are not agree work together, I go cast you now. Because you can't claim you love my children, you want them to be free, and two of you just sit down for a high house. Now no one work together. It's not gonna happen. Now they hear me. And when I know say me, I don't they try to meet each one of them to follow and talk. May we come to the table to discuss. Una they dodge me. I be my message not reach you now. Those of when he AAC and take it back, and they listen to me, go and tell Showore, I want him to call me. We need to talk. And those of you obedient, tell him, I want him to call me. We need to talk. If they're not going to sit down with me for table to talk, now me go come here, go cast una. Then secondly, now go force me to make one choice. And when I make that one choice, now that person, now my children go vote for. And you will not make it happen, I go cast you. Because it shows that you do not want the progress of my children. And you will become my enemy from that very moment. When you make una teach, I will better pass the rest children when I get. Just because that they support you now make una teach on a better pass. Make una just change and make una repent. Because my children must take over from councillor to presidency by 2027. Then, secondly, Showore and Obi, finally, any off-season election, I want to see you people full participation because I do not need just the presidency alone. My children need from councillor to presidency. So I want to see you people full support to any of my children that is contesting from councillor to presidency in off-season election. Anambra State election is coming. I want to see you people participate there and not be running about, leaving them to suffer alone. Thank you, and God bless us.
Thank you very much, Ma. Mr. Elvis, give us our mandate is behind the door. He's been asking to come in. I don't know if you can hear me, but yeah, so I just want to say that, you see, the man from Borderland has gone on a 10-day so-called vacation. You and I know he's going to go and strategize again, possibly in France. And then all the private jet movers, they don't like to have meetings in Nigeria. So that's what they normally do. So it has nothing to do with vacation. And I read in one of the papers, I don't know which governor, somebody mentioned yesterday when we talked about Mrs. Tinubu asking for funds for her birthday. And I think what Mr. Jonathan or Black Panther that said that, I bet you that, you see, one of these people would start telling you they will bring their salary and all that to donate for her. I think one governor of one northern state. has said that he's going to donate his salary towards the National Library for Remi Tinubu.
But Madam Rita, why this say
What
they
a
dey see
country.
Madam Rita? We have National Library for Abuja, center of Abuja, opposite the Central Mosque. They've not finished building it.
You don't
It's
understand what is
it's
happening.
right there. Digital library with normal regular library. They are there, big, massive.
Let me tell you something. It is an SPV, special purpose vehicle. Another way to move money. So whoever, when the money is coming to her, it will be termed as birthday gift. Or it's just like this NIDO commission, Nigerian Diaspora Commission. To me, I look at it, it's a commission that's just there to launder money. That's how I see that commission. So that commission cannot go away. When it comes to diaspora, it cannot go away because it's involving yen, euro, pounds, dollars, just name it. Dinar.
I think Abike have been there for more than 20 years. I've been 16 years.
She's been there since Buhari's term. I think it was during Buhari's term that she was placed there. She's from Federal House of Rep. I think she was a representative. She's from Ikorodu now. So see that ministry, there's some certain ministries that would never go, like the poverty alleviation ministry. That ain't going nowhere. NIDCOM, it's not going anywhere. Because there's some certain ministries that needs to be used as SPVs. And now, because there's an awareness that there's nothing like Office of the First Lady. Now, this, because I know there was some controversy at a certain time when Rufai said, but if Bayo, another guy is saying there's nothing going there, but explain the 250 million naira that went through our office. You understand? So now, this woman is...
Now billion, no. You don't forget to give a billion.
Yes, so what I'm trying to say is, when you talk about, there's already an existing library, this is that, we know our job is to educate Nigerians, to let them know that she's not using the money for any goddamn library. Sometimes she's not using it's another way to move money. Let me put it that way. Yes. It's another way to move money. You all know that. That's what we should be pinpointing at. And I bet you she will come out and say, with everything that happened, this is how much, this is the billions we realized for the library. They may name some anonymous, they may name some name. They are anonymous. Is the amount, you never know who sent it. We have the biggest amount of money. That is the truth. So let us stop playing the babies. Well, no, that umbilical cord of being ignorant is cut it off. Because they are not even hiding who they are and what they're not hiding it. So we shouldn't even hide. We shouldn't be ambiguous when we're explaining things to people that don't really know what's going on. Make it plain and simple. The NIDCOM that Abike Dabiri heads is an SPV commission. The one that your first lady Remi Tinubu is asking for money for her birthday is just another SPV, another way to move money too. In the disguise of now my birthday, I don't want cake, I don't want a billboard, because I know Abuja will be littered again with the billboard. Let's stop being let me finish speaking, please. Let's stop being ambiguous when we're explaining, because people are listening to us. Give it to them plain and simple. It's just like a Rufai coming on to, he's giving it to us plain and simple. He's telling, I know where the dead bodies are. I know where this is. I know where that is. So don't be ambiguous in decimating information to the public. Let them be aware. Let them be aware. Don't be surprised about what is going on. They have shown you who they are. They say when a man tells you who you are, believe him. The man from Butland has told us who he is. Wike has told us who he is. Mrs. Remedios has told us who she is. What else are you looking for? What else are you hoping? There's nothing to hope for. You have to go straight to the nitty-gritty and explode everything so that people will be aware, because many Nigerians are ignorant, and that's why I'm saying it. Those of you in diaspora that would put a red carpet for Abike Dabiri, you are all fools. Those of you in diaspora that we celebrate governors, senators, and ex-governors, and even present ones that are not even doing nothing, and be hailing them. You are fools. That's why I'm here to just put it out as it is. You know what a fool is? Go home and think about it. Think about your actions of these people who siphon Nigerian taxpayers' money, and look at the pitiable state in which people are living. The quality of life will make you weep. They will now come here. You will smile with your 32 and celebrate them. You're a fool, oh. You're a fool.
Rita,
Thank you.
and I understand it clearly now. You are right. It's an STD. And I want to speak on this one issue, very concrete issue that they are using to take their line. Most of them. It has now become a norm now. This issue of saying the East are not developed, oh, this, that, and that, that's a lie. That's a big lie. Carry Ogun State and Edo State, join them together. Then carry Abia and Enugu, bring us together. The two states that come from west is a local government. It's like local government in the east. The way it is now, the tide has changed. The eastern bloc are getting higher in terms of development. What the politicians are talking is federal government present. You don't need any federal government present to develop your state. You don't need.
Okay, can we come in now?
Come in, sir.
Okay, thank you. Let me speak. I think most of the stuff that was talked about on the issue of the devolution of power and then state policing, I think that was mentioned earlier in my first comment, and I think iterated again. Now, on the issue of not being able to pay for the Nigerian commissions in foreign countries, now I think the person that now typed there that Nigeria, they've invested $50 billion into Nigeria, will now be able to reason and see that if you have $50 billion in the Nigerian economy that they say they have today, then you should be able to make money to pay for your high commission, to pay their rent. I don't know if that makes sense to that person, because you are telling us that they invested $50 billion into the Nigerian economy, and that 50 billion, you are not saying that even that your country now is not able to pay the rent of the places where they rent to use for the high commission. You see how Nigerians are delusional? It's just so sad. You have $50 billion in an economy, and that economy is not able to fix road or to provide health care for its own people. Now, let's even now talk about the issue of borrowing. What they do now is to borrow to steal. For example, the highway to fraud, they only charge about 30 kilometers, right? Or 29.9 something kilometers. The remaining, what happened to it? Because that money they borrowed is being borrowed to be stolen. And that's why projects are not being paid for. Projects are not being paid for. Why? Because the money that was borrowed for those projects are being stolen by these guys. So telling us that $50 billion have been invested, please bring evidence. And to now tell us that Nigeria is producing, what is Nigeria producing? Common toothpicks, last time I checked, China is the one producing and giving it. You know, even China, they in a way, they are refining Nigerian gari and send back to Nigerians, and Nigerians will eat. So when Peter Agari will talk about from consumption to production, that means it doesn't have sense. I just wonder, and I think to what Madam said, that Nigerians are not ignorant. I don't believe Nigerians are ignorant. Nigerians are just they are incapacitated. And one thing about the African mentality is that Africans like enjoyment. They don't like to die. They don't like to die for their country. Because if not, what is plaguing us today could have been cured, would have cured it. How many of them in power? They can be chased out in less than 2 hours. If Nigerians so wish to chase out these criminals today, they can chase them out in less than 1 hour. But would they do it incapacitated? Because I mean, we have bright minds. Look at the number of lawyers that sat down in the NBA conference. Are those guys ignorant? They are not ignorant. They are educated. We have doctors, we have lawyers, we have accountants. These are guys that are educated. So tell me how they are ignorant. They are just being incapacitated. And why? Because they are now using their own military against them. If not, Musa will not tell you to defend yourself. Musa will not tell you to go and look for a way to defend yourself. That is the major problem of Nigerians. And until we arise, nothing is gonna work. Power must be spread out. Go ahead, man.
No, because you just mentioned something about the NBA conference. There is something that I read, and it's coming from a senior legal practitioner. His name is Yomi Ogunlola. He said, NBA conference. When I saw Dede Adeyanju sitting on the front row, and the role assigned to him. Sorry, I'm trying to zoom it. They said, and the role assigned to him at the NBA conference 2025. I felt something amiss too. The other day, it was Dino, barely 60 days of call, getting an award for his contribution to the legal profession. This is sad, very sad. This Agbero philosophy and mentality is eating into everything we have ever held dear. Something is definitely wrong with the profession, really. This is coming from an old guy, he's a very senior legal practitioner. He said, and
there was a video done by that same person. A video was done by that same person. A video was done by that same person.
Yeah, so, like what I normally say. Okay.
Let me just finish. Now, for example, they said Dino contributed to legal profession, maybe in politics. Now, what did Dino do in Nigerian politics? Can anybody tell me what Dino Melayo did in Nigerian politics? It was Dino that stole from his state, allegedly. And when they brought Dino to the floor of the house, Dino fainted. Dino Melayo fainted, and Nigeria Bar Association is putting Dino in the front against some son. Adeyanju, when was he called to the bar? Now, like Mr. Jonathan said in his comment during Adeyanju's case, he said Adeyanju wanted a chamber. He just now proved to us that is what he truly wants. He's now working for Agbado. Adeyanju is now under the payroll.
My brother.
So,
my brother.
Let me finish. I'll just finish. Now, if you're now telling me that there is $50 billion in Nigeria economy, Nigeria is producing, I better bring them out, because you just show your level of ignorance and delusional.
Yes, I'm sorry. I want to say something. I have to leave now, so just let you go, Mr. Elvis. You can take over now, sir. Have a good evening, everyone.
Okay, let me just say this little thing. You see, it is all what we are talking now. It's just the factors of what I have spoken earlier, that it is not yet a sovereign nation. That is why you see the president can authoritatively, which is not even under his jurisdiction, under his power, to stop nominating ambassadors. He cannot stop that, but he's doing it on his own discretion. That's an abnormality in a federal system that we are practicing.
Hold on, sir. It is not abnormality.
It is.
Hold on, sir. I'm going somewhere. After the election, I told you guys here that electing Tinubu, they will criminalize everything. I said it here. So you are expecting this guy not to do it?
Because in a normal constitutional country, the president
He does not
Look,
play like Tinubu does not play on a fair ground. Tinubu does not
I'm not talking about Tinubu. I am telling you that, look, what I'm saying is that we don't have a country. That is why they can do anything. They are arrogating power to themselves. They are not even using the constitution. Because under a normal constitution, the president is compelled to put a serving state representative in a country which you have a bilateral relationship with, to look over and supersede everything on your behalf. You cannot be traveling everywhere. The ambassador is a representative of the head of government in a country.
He's telling you that he's the president and also the ambassador. And
he doesn't have that prerogative power. It's just like Minister of Petroleum.
Now you think so?
See,
Black Panther, you know more than this now. Tinubu don't see no amount of cry that we can cry here that can make Tinubu change. Now, see, this guy only understands force. NSAS showed it. If Nigeria start today, during NSAS, it jet out now. So that is what you understand, and that's what Nigeria needs to give to him. This guy does not play by the book. Even take Tinubu to the same country.
See. I am qualifying this because Nigerians are not understanding this. Most of people, many people in the comment section, they don't even understand what is the state, what our country is supposed to be. In a federal system, no matter how you draw it, even if you put your own tradition into it, power is not bestowed, and there are some powers because the powers of the president is not absolute. It's not absolute.
It's a Black Panther. I said in my just some few minutes ago, I said by my own postulation that Mr. Tinubu knows the reason why up to today, after 2 years in that office, not appointing ambassadors.
Yes.
You know why? You know the other reason why? Again, my own opinion is that you see let me say this. You know, when Mr. Tinubu, if you have a country ambassador and your president is coming, your ambassador must be notified. Your ambassador must notify that country that your president, Tinubu, is keeping everything secret. Now, no ambassador. So he goes out now. We don't know where he goes. He just lands. He's just doing things.
And the countries is going to look, for example, what economic value is Nigeria straight to Colombia? What economic value does he have? Nigeria to Brazil, what economic value does he have on the
No, give us a mandate. It's not even the economy. Every country has economic value to another country. There's one thing we should note here is that when Donald Trump was carrying out tariff to many Americans, they thought the president have absolute power to put tariff to other countries. But the constitution states he does not have absolute power to put tariff, and the court has just quoted it. They stopped it. They don't stop it. They don't win. They don't stop it.
So that's why now you don't understand when I was talking earlier about comparing the local police and what is happening in Nigeria. A court has just stopped the illegality of Trump.
Simple.
Even now on the issue of this what is happening in Texas now, changing Democrat seats to favor Republicans, it will end in court. Now
the court will stop them now.
The same democracy that we practice is not just something they are practicing. So why can't we make comparison?
We have not. No. The thing there is that we have not stated our system. We have not planned it. They gave it to us, and we just follow suit, neglecting our culture, neglecting our tradition, neglecting the way we think, neglecting the way we reason, neglecting the way attitude, character, the way we react. We neglect it. We just do something, put it in our throat. How is it going to work? We have not sat down to write. We have not sat down to judge. That is why all of us, we are insecure in an unsecured country. How would that work? We are all insecure now. That is why you are calling an Igbo man name. You are calling a Edo man name. You are saying we are minority. Is it because we are insecure?
See that on that one. she did not only call the Igbo name, like I said earlier, she has called all of us. She has called us monkey and chimpanzee, including herself and her family and her generation and the entire black race. So for me, I am not offended, honestly. I am not offended. I am not. It just shows that these guys, they can, like you say they're Black Panther, like, they will never change. It's a strategy to distract our attention from the goal. Only if Nigerians will understand. Which country will this happen, that a president of a president, rather than choose ambassador, at least, even though we know that you cannot do anything outside APC, give Nigeria, that means that, so Nigerians now, we don't have a voice in any country of the world. That's just a simple, there's no, as we are here now, God forbid a Nigeria has a situation, and they say, where is the ambassador? None exists.
Let me say this. Let me say this so that people will understand this thing. Nigerians can obey laws. Many Nigerians, because we are seeing what is happening, we are losing our sense of critical reasoning and understanding. Nigerians can obey laws. It has been proven, and I can prove it here. I don't have time. Look, what we need is what we give birth to, a new system, a new electoral law, a new police, a new judicial system, is for us to come together and talk on the tenets that will govern us. A system that will perfect us. Because it's not a perfect system. We need to put a system that will perfect us. That is what, if we don't have this constitution, nothing will work in Nigeria. Obi coming, I know what Obi is going to do. Thank you.
But do you think in your own mind? I mean, we are all clamoring for it. It's what we need. Nobody's
all right.
it.
We need to close now.
These guys,
Thank you, my people.
these criminals.
My brother, 10 seconds before you close. You see, Obi made one statement. Obi made one statement. He said, if I come in first, the diaspora must vote. And when the diaspora must vote, what do you think that means? Are they going to send vote for paper, send out to Nigeria? Automatically, we are going to have a non-touchable voting system, which is going to be electronics. That is what he's talking about.
All right. Thank you very much, everyone. I appreciate you all. At least I've given enough time.
My God, I make a